There's nothing to fear. Your salvation has come. Do not resist. There's nothing to fear. Take it into the light. Do not resist. Do not resist. There's nothing to fear. Take it into the light. Do not resist.
For the record, I didn't disappear. I had to go grab something off of my porch that Amazon decided not to put in my garage like they're supposed to. So that's for you there, James.
I didn't even know you were gone.
I didn't either. I was setting stuff up.
I was playing
You
on
were
my
not
phone.
missed?
Yeah, I was technically posting about the download, but I was still playing on my phone.
I was here and I was making fun of young Phil behind his back in the chat.
Oh.
So let's get it going.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do this.
Let's do the show. Oh, I was supposed to.
Do the thing.
Can't find my mouse. There it is.
It's going great today.
So good.
Distance nerding.
He does that. I can't even hear it. Can you hear him? I
I
can't even hear him.
it.
No.
No, it
I can't
doesn't.
even hear it.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
just not here at all. It's not on the show.
StreamYard has cut down your yelling. So good. So
Loud is not allowed.
loud noises.
It's fine because the audio version, when it ends up on Spotify and Apple and all that kind of stuff, it's going to sound fine.
Oh, so
Oh,
Willow looks
yeah.
stupid.
No,
Oh.
no, we won't. You know why? We never look stupid giving young Phil crap.
We never look stupid because it's an audio podcast.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, because the
Good
visual
point.
department is also young Phil. Oh, wait a minute. What?
What?
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's Taco Tuesday, and you know what that means. You're now watching and listening and experiencing Distance Nerding, part of the Comic-Con radio podcast family. She's Frey Girl.
He's Shadoo.
He's young Phil.
oh, I can talk now. I can.
And he's mad at me.
Comments 5,000, and
And
we
we're here to nerd together.
together nailed it. That's all together.
That was the
Nailed
closest I think we've been.
All of the togetherness. We have not gotten this perfect since me and James did the show, like episode 3. That's it.
Mm.
Since episode 3, one microphone in the same room, holding hands, staring into each other's eyes.
Absolutely.
That's what it takes to get it
Two
done.
guys,
Anything pop culture news.
2 guys, 1 mic.
Yeah.
Oh God.
There's an episode. There is an episode called Two Guys One Mic. It's episode,
Google it.
it's episode
Google
2, but it's not me and James. It's me and Aaron Watson.
Oh my god.
It was the first time that Jamez decided that he was going to leave me by myself, but he was like, well, Aaron Watson can do it.
He'll
was a
be
mistake.
fine.
That was
He'll
a
be
mistake.
fine.
So let me take 2. We're talking anything pop culture, news, movies, music, food, wrestling, comics, whatever you're nerding out on. We want to talk about it.
Hey.
I thought you were taking my part. You
Yep.
can-
Oh, okay. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, YouTube, Discord, all the things at Distance Nerding. What I mean, are there any Periscope? Is Periscope still a thing?
No,
I
but
think
Seriously, is it?
I think Tribal's like trying to come back.
Yeah.
Tribal. There you
Yeah.
go. Tumblr.
Sure.
What's Tumblr? I don't know.
Tumblr.
Who knows?
Right.
Anyway,
anyway,
Anyway.
what's the one? What's the one that John Mez's favorite person is on Truth Social?
Oh
Oh
yeah.
God.
it's good. Truth. Nothing but the truth. Tell the truth. It's like I'm
And on
trial.
the opposite spectrum, Frey Girls on Blue Sky. So if you guys are on Blue Sky and you want to follow me, it's at fraygirl.bsky.social.
She's on Blue
BS.
Sky, baby. All right, and of course you can send us an email at
I didn't even know Blue Sky was a thing.
it is.
Yeah, it
There's a
is.
thing? Okay. all right.
It's really cool and it's like real like chill.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's nerding at AOL.com.
Move along.
All right, so this week on deck. Hold on. Graphics department waiting on you.
Oh my goodness, these guys and girls. Some of them are no girls.
This
Oh,
week
Women.
These guys, gals, non-binary pals, they're just. Mm.
we've got the Geek End update.
Metal Art Comic Con is coming.
Lights.
Bullet points. That's what we're doing.
Camera reaction.
Woo!
We're
We're going under
We're-
the sea for some mermen.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
that was
we're going to see.
Oh, yeah, okay, I get it now. All right.
all right. Starting rumors.
Is Taika lost in a galaxy far, far, far away?
He might be the download.
Is Loki time slipping to a different release date?
That's good.
And of course, we end it all on everybody's favorite segment, the breakdown.
Charge your lightsabers. We're getting ready to fighty in Ahsoka.
But first,
But before-
shout out.
let's just go ahead and get it out of the way, right? Let me get a shout out. How do we like? How are we doing this right but wrong at the same time? I don't,
No. I was just wondering that.
We're being
I've
too nice
always
to each
wondered
other.
what it would feel like to be in a modern Shakespearean play, and I feel like we've achieved that. No one understands what we're saying, but we're doing it very well.
Two Hamas. Het two. Oh.
Shout out to Poddex. In fact, this chaos is brought to you by Poddex. Poddex are unique interview question and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. If you're a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster or a bunch of live streamers that step all over each other looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, level up with Poddex and check out poddex.com. Use code nerding10 for 10% off all your Poddex needs. We use Poddex every time we go to a con. We use those questions during our panel interviews. So we're going to use a bunch of them upcoming at Metal Art Comic Con. So don't forget, poddex.com. Use code nerding10. Yeah.
Right. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, if the show is brought to you by Poddex, then what brings young Phil's rambunctious, boisterous, and then sometimes annoying energy? That is Dubby. Yes, it's Dubby. Of course, graphics department. All right, there we go. Behind. Dubby is an emerging brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. And for all of you who are keto friendly and like that keto stuff, it's keto friendly. Dubby contains Neurofactor. It's a neurotropic derived from the coffee fruit. Neurofactor helps give your brain focus and clarity, while the 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. Find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. Use the code NERDING10. Get 10% off your order. Cam in the chat already saying the flavors I should drink today. Where was it? I saw it here. He said Dub Sludge and Dragonade. Unfortunately, sir, I am not actually going to be drinking W tonight because I have two drinks that I'm going to be
Oh
drinking.
my goodness.
And it's the one time that he makes the suggestion that I'm not going to be drinking the Dubs itself.
Well, just
I see what
like
you did. I
do
see
that
what you
next
did there.
time.
No,
Do that
next
on the
time I will.
bill.
We're
Yeah,
on,
do it
on
on
the
the
build.
bill.
On the build. I'm going to do Dragonade and Dub Sludge. The first drink of choice this fine evening. Grab it before we move into our next segment here, guys. So I found this. It looks very different and delicious, but Duff.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Is that beer?
It's not a beer. It's some type of beverage that has no calories, no sugar, or anything in it. So let's get a smell
Wait.
here.
Is that from Simpsons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
for a Pawtucket Patriot, but you know, that's me.
If I can find a Pawtucket Patriot, I would get down on it. So it smells very orangey.
Hey, I got a Pawtucket Patriot right here for you. Down on it.
Interesting. It's almost like a sour orange, like sparkling water.
Oh.
Okay.
A little bit of flavor. Like it's got a little more flavor. It's pretty good. It's not bad.
Like
So-
a bitter orange almost.
Almost like a bitter orange. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's very different. It's not what I was expecting for a drink that is labeled Duff. But what we're gonna do here is
Wait, I'm confused. Is that from Simpsons or
Yes.
not?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's some Simpsons.
So
But it's not really. It's not beer.
it's not beer.
no, they did that like years ago. Like I want to say
Right.
20 years ago, they came out with like Duff beer and it sucked. It was horrible.
Right.
It was like awful beer.
Yeah.
And then did I say it was bad? Because it was really bad.
Is it?
Anyway,
Of course.
yeah. So that's cool though. I like that whole like bitter orange thing because I could
Yeah.
see that as a mixer. That might be a really good mixer. A little vodka.
Yeah, actually.
Bitter
And I
orange.
mean,
Somebody called me.
it's
It's my
labeled
handle.
directly like Duff. I mean, like everything on here is very, very,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Follow me at Bitter Orange on Blue Sky. It's great.
Oh my God.
that's a good nickname for him, the bitter orange.
Bitter
Okay.
orange. I'm in. I like it.
Now, the other drink that I'm going to pop open is going to be later on in the show. So I will let you guys know when I
Well,
do that.
We'll keep you in suspense.
I have a plan for that one. So, so
Hydration. Good.
hydration, good. All right. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to jump into the next segment here. Before we bring on our guest for the night, because we have a rare guest on the download tonight.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Geekend of
I'm just shocked that he has a voice on Thursdays.
My voice
After
goes nowhere.
All this.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up. There was a time where I completely lost my voice, and I was still doing this shit on the show.
Good Lord.
You cannot shut me up. There's no way to do it.
No.
James
Yeah, no.
knows. We've been friends long enough for him to know you cannot shut me up.
Can't stop, won't stop.
All right.
I could shut you up, but it would also shut the actual channel down. So I'm not going to.
And at the end of this segment is when we're going to bring our guest on. So let's move into this part here,
Oh,
guys.
yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Moving
You
along.
want me to do it? I'll do
Do
it.
it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Distance Nerding is on Comic Con Radio. Listen to Listen to Distance Nerding and our second show, A Comic Conversation, via comiccon-radio.com.
Yeah.
Look for the Distance Nerding podcast, even this very own episode that is going on right this very second. It is going to be on Comic Con Radio. So cool.
Yeah.
All right. And a new
Yeah.
Comic Conversation each week on comiccon-radio.com/podcasts.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
someone please put
Yeah.
that in the threads for me, please? That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Our next shows are Lake Tahoe Comic Con 9/23 to 9/24. That's September 23rd to the 24th, people. And then after that, we go to Heroes Fest. That's going to be the end of the month. That's like September 30th or 9/30 for those of you in America. Supporting PWUAS. I have no idea what that means. I
Project
bet
Wish Upon a
James
Star.
does.
Project Wish Upon a Star.
Thank you,
Uh-huh.
Phil. And then our next show is Meadowlark Comic-Con 2023, and that's going to be on October 7th or 10/7 again for the American viewers. And that's at meadowlarkcomiccon.com. Hey, can someone put that in the threads for me as well? That would be fantastic.
Go for it,
And
James, because
since we're talking about Meadowlark Comic-Con, why shouldn't I think we have a guest that actually runs the Comic-Con? Everybody, let's give a warm round of applause and distance nerding welcome to Dave. Let's put him on the big screen, everybody. Let's put him on the big screen.
working on it.
What an intro.
You know, it's
There
funny.
he is.
Like she ripped all of that out of my head because it was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna roll with this right now because it's not. I didn't have anything written down, but she like gave the same exact intro, like almost exactly how I was gonna give it. I'm like, Frey, you're just better than me.
Dave, how's it going, man? How are you?
Good. I heard you guys talking about keto earlier. You know, I tried keto. It just didn't work for me. So I switched over to jiu-jitsu. That seemed to work better.
Yeah.
Do you really?
The swords are hard to digest.
Don't tease us. Don't tease us like that. We'll be rolling around in the lobby.
Speaking of rolling, Dave, we got to roll sometime, man, because you know I do jujitsu, right?
No, I didn't. No.
All right, Dave. Thank you for coming on. We're super excited.
No, that's interesting to know, though. So, you know, if something, you know, at Meadowlark gets out of hand, I know where to turn, you know. If,
I also do Muay Thai, and I used to do Western boxing.
well, you know, I like to do Mai Tais. Those are
Yeah.
Muay Thais are fun. Muay Thais are fun.
And young Phil also crochets, which is
Yes.
a fun fact.
Absolutely.
About him.
But at the same
He
time.
makes my ties. Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I crochet
All right.
while I'm rolling. You know, like it's fun to do a shrimp and do a hook knot at the same time.
Just
We're
don't
going.
stab yourself, you know.
welcome. So Meadowlark Comic Con, October 7th, Josephine County Fairgrounds, Grants Pass, Oregon. Super excited for this one. Before we dive into this, can you? I don't know how many Meadowlarks. This may be our third Meadowlark. How long has Meadowlark been going on now?
2018?
2018. So this is math 5 years.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
awesome.
I'm not good at math.
Nice.
Including the COVID year, we always count that, you know, even though it was just virtual convention, but you know, still counts.
Yeah, it still counts.
Yeah.
You know what impresses me about all these cons? Because we work together on a number of different cons, right? Including Meadowlark. But I love not just the community that you build up in Grants Pass, but the unique guests that you bring to these cons. It's always the coolest thing. Like there may be somebody I'm not familiar with, but as I start doing research, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe, like we were talking to Kathy Garver, right? She's amazing to talk to. We met her up at Silver Age, but she's gonna be at Meadowlark Comic Con. It's gonna be awesome. Like I was like, Kathy Garver, how do I know that name? Where have I seen that name? She was Firestar on Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends.
Right.
That
Yeah.
is awesome.
And she's still working. I mean,
She's still working.
I see her every day on TV. She does commercials.
Right.
So, you know, and I see her on a hearing aid commercial. I see her in an amusement park commercial. I mean, she does so many things. And she's known for Family Affair, which was a big hit before my time and your time, obviously. But
I loved that show. That was I loved it. Mrs. Beasley.
Yes.
Beasley for life.
There you go.
yeah, so she's, you know, she sure gets around. You know, she's faster than I am, I swear. She's really nice.
And she's as sharp as a tack. She's super fun to talk to. She was so fun to talk to.
Right.
Or are tax as sharp as she is.
Yes. That's super cool. You know what's funny? When we spoke with her last time, we talked about like, you know what, we need to like start a petition to get you a Funko Pop. She's like, yes, Yes, you should. You know, it's so good.
Well, you know what? The hottest pops I think that would sell would be Spider-Man and his amazing friend pops. I'm surprised they don't have him yet.
I know they
I know,
need to
right?
work on
Agree.
that licensing.
Funny
But-
because they have like a whole bunch of licenses for different Spider-Man properties. I mean, they have Japanese Spider-Man, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have it. It's right up in the corner of the room here.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Japanese Spider-Man. But you know, here's the thing, and I talked to Gil Gerard about this from Buck Rogers.
Oh, just throwing Gil Gerard out there. Okay.
I'm always throwing him out there. Yeah, but he
Beady, beady, beat.
but you know, we were talking about Funko Pops, and he says, well, they're not gonna make them until the main cast members are deceased because of the contractual. If they do pops, they have to
Wow.
pay them a certain amount. So they just wait for the actors to die and then they release the pops. So
That's dark.
Wow. That's
Isn't
a whole different kind of Deadpool.
that-
Wow.
That's actually how the name Deadpool came about. Was waiting for
Right.
Dead Star to make it.
Is that really how it came about, Phil? Is that how it came about? Who created Deadpool again? Was it Rob Liefeld? And was it after Deathstroke, who was the Teen Titans? Oh my God.
For just ruining that joke. I appreciate it.
You know what's cool though? Okay, let me just share this because we talked to Kathy. I'm super excited to see her at Metal Arc. Since then,
Mhm.
her character Firestar is like the center of the X-Men right now. I'm like,
Really?
Kathy's gonna make a comeback. She's like the linchpin for everything that's happening in the mutant X-Men universe right now. Like she's the key. I'm like, Kathy's onto something.
Right.
There's something
Wow.
going on there, and she hasn't just shared it with us. I can't wait to talk to her again. It's gonna be awesome.
Right.
Firestar is a great character. She really is.
Yeah.
And so, I love Kathy. I mean, she does such
Mhm.
she's such a great job as her. Like that was like, I didn't know what a mutant was or what that you could put, they had fire coming out of their hands sometimes and ice coming out of their hands sometimes. And so that was really cool for me. And I think that changed my life a little bit.
Right? Exactly. Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Shout out to that show.
Woo.
I'm waiting for the DVD release of that show, but I think they released it
You know
once,
the
and it was
DVD.
like right when DVDs were coming out. So if you
Wow.
want it, you have to go to Etsy or pay like $200 or something.
Wow.
I know. I wish they'd release it again. I mean, you can get it on Amazon if you download it, but I mean, I don't know. I'm into physical content. You know what I mean? I like physical. So but I'm
Tactile.
ready.
You need tactile. You need to hold it.
Tactile.
But how about we just like steal it off the internet, burn it on a DVD and hand it to you? Can we do that?
Well, that's how
And then you
watch
could
all-
sell it at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Well, that's
there
why
you
I
go.
watch all my
There you go.
Disney Plus shows. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about. Okay, so you have to tell us about some of these other guests because
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Ahsoka to finish her run on Disney Plus so I can get it on DVD. So
do they put like Ahsoka in like those shows on DVD?
sure they do. I have all the Disney Plus shows on DVD.
I did not know that. Wow.
Well, you're not supposed to. They're from China. So. But I enjoy it. Good quality stuff.
There
But,
are perks of organizing Comic-Cons.
Yeah, I shouldn't be talking about this, but in public, right? But
Let's talk about
this
let's
will
talk
be
about
the
stuff in
episode
public.
that goes viral.
Right.
It'll be like, hey, we're gonna have like 5 million people watch this, and it'll be like, oh,
and
this
then
is
I'll
not
be
the one you
invited.
should have watched.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll all be in front of like the SEC committee going, we don't know what you're talking about. We were joking. It was a comedy bit on a show.
Yeah, no. You know what? You're so right. And what I just said is just a complete joke. It's
Right.
It was a bit, everyone. We discussed this beforehand. This was
Right.
all
Yeah.
in the script.
It's all,
Right.
it's all satire. It's all
Right.
satire.
it's smart.
It's all written.
Yeah. It's all written. Script right here.
Let's talk about the other guests we got going on.
Well, for a while, people were wondering, was Charlie Schlatter going to be the headliner? And Charlie Schlatter is huge in anime, and he's done a lot of FaceTime and a lot of shows. He's known as the voice of Flash, the DC superhero, and the honeybee. What's the cereal? Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Yeah.
Have a
Oh,
box
And,
downstairs right now.
wait. He's honeybee famous? That's
Yep.
a whole nother level.
Yeah, yeah, right. And he's done so much, and it was great to to be able to get him and come out, and as James and Phil, that all our conventions, once someone appears once, they never come again.
Right.
So if you like somebody and you want to see him, you have to come, or forever, you'll never see him. Period. So, Charlie's a great guy, and he's going to come out and sign a lot of autographs and take a lot of photos, and of course do a great panel with you guys. I mean, you guys are only the best in the business when it comes to panels.
We appreciate that. We really do appreciate that.
And you know what? Everyone says it. Everybody. Every actor you've ever interviewed, it's all but positive, great things. And I don't like in our world, and your business is different. In our world, as a promoter, there's only the only shows that exist are our shows. That's it. No other shows exist. So, but you guys are so good. I just don't know why other shows, if there are any, wouldn't have you, because you're so good. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just a testament to your guys' body of work.
It really means a lot to us, man. It does. I mean, the amount of appreciation you give us, it's no words can convey the appreciation that we have for you, man.
Yeah, and I won't have anyone else. I mean, we get calls from podcasts all the time. I said, nope, covered. Sorry, covered. We're good. And so people, like I was saying, people thought Charlie Schlatter was going to be the headliner, and then just recently we added Chase Masterson, who is a Star Trek science fiction goddess.
Yes.
I was like,
Crazy.
I know who Chase Masterson is.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's currently doing Doctor Who with Eric Roberts, who I don't know if you guys met him when he was at California Republic Comic Con, but no, she's just having her is amazing, and Star Trek. I like the original series Star Trek. I haven't seen any of the other stuff, but I understand it's making a huge comeback right now. So, if you're a Star Trek Trekkie. You have to come out and see her, because at our shows you can sit there and have a cup of coffee and talk to her for a couple of hours. You can't do that at other shows. So if you want to try to pick up on her or ask her a question, she'll be there. So it'll be great.
Han! All right.
Well, I think she's still doing stuff online first. I think it's called Star Trek Online.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yes.
web series or something like that. Like
No,
Kate
no,
Mulgrew.
it's, MMO.
game.
Oh,
yeah.
MMO. Will Wheaton's a part of it, right? Isn't he the
Yep.
He's
the big bad?
He's the
Spoiler
big
alert.
bad. And, last season, he was the big bad.
Wow.
Just Chase Masterson, just Doctor Who and Star Trek. Solid. Boom.
Right.
Huge
Yep.
guest. Let's not forget, she was in Mel Brooks's Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's like
Love her.
Dave Chappelle's first movie that he did.
A chew. Gesundheit.
Exactly.
Yeah, she worked with I can't believe the comedian. I forget his name. I can't believe it because he's on Kirby Enthusiasm.
Larry David?
What's his name? The guy who played the evil king in Men in Tights. What's his name? I forget.
I thought that was Princess Bride. I was gonna say I thought that was
Richard Lewis. Richard Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Lewis.
Yeah, and to play opposite Richard Lewis, I mean, that's for your very first outing in a film, that's huge.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and he's a talent. So we're just so happy to have her, and the great thing about her is she's coming down and all the autographs she signs, and she'll have a lot of merchandise that you cannot find anywhere else. So if you're looking for Star Trek merchandise you've never seen, well, come to Meadowlark, because if you don't come to Meadowlark, you'll never see it. And everything she's doing is raising for her charity. which is great. So it's all for charity.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
By the way, I wasn't even done with her resume. Like,
But, yeah.
she also was in Robotech,
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that
She's
awesome?
in everything.
in Robotech, and opposite Mark Hamill.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
That is nuts. And then I was like, okay, that's crazy. Let's shut this down. But then I looked at the next line. She worked opposite Bruce Campbell in Sci-Fi's like Terminal Invasion show. I'm like, she's been with like everybody in like the sci-fi world. It's crazy.
She's worked with everyone. Let's
Yeah.
let's try and keep our phrasing less vague, okay? We like Chase. Chase is a wonderful person and a
Great.
woman, and
Super
we're not
excited.
talking
Wonderful.
about her bedroom antics.
She's
Yeah.
amazing.
We want to have Chase on the show, James. Damn.
Yeah.
Sometimes I swear, Dave, these kids.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I would like to see her have a Funko with a Chase. That would be great.
That would be awesome.
There you go.
Like a chase, like
The
her in
Chase.
her normal clothes, instead of one of her characters, a chase. That would be fantastic.
She must have been great at parties, with a chaser, So
Oh my god.
I'm-
Chase, come here. I'm doing a shot and I need a chaser.
The
I got all the
perfect
dad
art-
jokes today. So
Dude, I'm super excited for this show. And by the way, our good friend Joey DeAria is going to be there as well.
Right.
Oh, so
Right.
good.
Yeah,
So good.
Oregon's spoiled. I mean, Oregon
Oregon
so
is spoiled.
Right.
We're the only. I mean, California and Oregon get 2 shows. Come on, and California didn't even get 2 shows this year.
Right. Well, we're planting Captain California somewhere. You're gonna see it. They'll come. You know what? I have to warn you guys. We're coming up on our 10th anniversary of doing conventions, and next year is going to be super aggressive. So I hope you're prepared.
Oh.
I'm not sure what that
I
means.
have
but
a
let's do it.
corgi. I'm always prepared for the super aggressive.
Well, I know on the schedule for next year, we're gonna have to leave our headquarters, go to one show, and then drive straight to the next. We don't get a chance to go back. So
Wow.
it's going to be super aggressive because we're adding shows, and for venue, there's not enough dates. There's to go around
Right.
because
Right.
we have to compete with rodeos, fairgrounds, and bridal shows. So,
That's nuts.
Wow, a Comic-Con rodeo would be an
Oh my
interesting
gosh.
event.
yeah, it's what's that? With that what's that game? Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, mix that in there.
Little Last of Us, just
Right.
throw some
Yeah,
stuff in.
I have to tell you guys, just off subject, that Marina's a little mad at me actually, because
When is she not? When is she not?
What did you do this time?
well, I bought a Switch like 2 months ago, right?
You bought a Switch.
Yeah,
Oh,
and,
no.
here I am 80 hours into Pokemon Sword. You know what I mean? And she's like, "Come on, get to work." So
It's like we have like a con every other month to do, and you're playing Pokemon right now.
isn't that nuts? And you believe it or not, it's the first Pokemon game I've ever played. So
Wow.
You always remember your first.
that's very cool. Yes.
So to speak. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. I have to say that being the largest convention circuit on the West Coast, I mean, we literally now have all of Oregon except Portland. So we give Portland to the others. We'll take the rest of the state because so much easier to deal with. Trust me on that one.
Because Portland's weird.
Oh well, it's
Keep
busy.
Portland weird.
Keep
Right.
Portland weird.
And
Oh my
we're
gosh.
gonna be debuting some Beaver State Comic Con posters and stickers, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. In fact, there's a special announcement near the end of the day before the cosplay contest, and the person who's gonna announce this big exclusive will be Phil and James. So
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
hell yeah.
I'll let you know what it is the morning of the show, and then before the
because you
cosplay
don't
conference.
trust us.
No, it's just want to keep it close to the
No,
vest
it's all
right
good.
now.
All good. We're
But I
excited.
know
We're
you
excited.
guys, you guys do the greatest interviews, and I think for 2024, you're going to be shocked about the interviews you're going to be doing. I'm kind of envious of you guys now. I'm kind of jealous that some of the people we have coming up, it's going to be amazing just to spend time with them. I mean, I wish I can do what you're doing at that point. You know what I mean? You know what I'm doing during the show, and it's
Running
gonna
around like a chicken with its head cut off.
yeah, so it's going to be pretty amazing, and I just wish I can sit there and just watch you guys for next year too.
Oh, man, well, all I can say about that is
Shut up and take my money.
We're super excited. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Okay, back to Metal Arc. We ran down some of the panels, but then-
Maybe I'll get to come to one of them next year
Yeah,
at some
come on
point.
down.
Yes, free entry. You better. Yeah. We've only been talking about it for how long?
I know I need to, but
Brain Shadooed to the fold, and they're doing interviews with us, right?
And Phil and James,
Sure.
I don't know if you could attest to this, but I think we take care of you.
Oh yeah, totally. I love the community that you build because it's not just attending a con. Like people get to talk to the celebrities that are there, the artists that are there, the vendors that are there, and we all just become one big family. And it's such like a community building scenario in Grants Pass and Metal Arc Comic Con and all the other shows. So you build all these like pockets of community, and it's great. I love it. I can't wait to go to Metal Arc. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, and it will be definitely a lot of fun. But I have to urge people, go out and buy your tickets online because they're like $10. They're going to be
Yes.
20. They're going to be 20 at the door. So you should get them now while they're hot. And a family pack. We do that 4 people for $35. Where are you
Such a
going to
deal.
find that? Nowadays. I mean, you can find it, but you're going to get what you paid for. But with us, you're paying little and you're getting a lot of cool stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're getting more. In fact, sometimes I feel that you're getting it for $10. I feel like I'm getting ripped off myself. So I'm like, it's so good. So yeah, definitely. If you're on the fence, which you shouldn't be on the fence, but if you are, you got to gobble up those tickets. Because it's going to be amazing. I mean, if you go to a corporate show, are you going to be able to sit down and talk to Chase for a couple of hours? I don't think so.
Mhm.
So,
Right.
so yeah. And there's a lot of exclusive things there. We're going to have a lot of swag as usual. So
Sweet.
oh, you're talking my language now,
Mm.
Dave.
Yeah, a
You know
lot of
I love me
swag.
the
Some exclusive
bling.
swag at that, and then of course, right on the screen, you guys can see it right there. The Forever Pass is still a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Buy the Forever Pass, and you never have to think about buying tickets for the
yeah,
show.
you just
Yeah.
walk in. You just walk right in.
Yeah.
I remember in Powerhouse about 5 years ago, some Spider-Man cosplayer bought a Forever Pass, and he just walks right on in, and boom, he's right there, and we see him all the time. It's great, and you don't have to wait in line, and you get first dibs on swag and everything else. And
Nice.
if you're in the Boise area, you get to go to a lot of free events. Like we're doing a night at Arkham. It's a Batman themed Bat Dance event.
Oh, cool.
At an old historical penitentiary with actual
Oh,
jail.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're a Forever Pass holder, you get into all that stuff for free. So
Nice.
it's more
Okay.
than just once a year.
Okay, let's. I wasn't going to talk about that, but since you brought it up,
Right.
how did you pull that off? They don't just let you host events at penitentiaries.
Yeah. Well, in Boise State basically runs Idaho,
Mhm.
So, Marina and I we have some connections there, and did some finagling and, talked our way in. And it's going to be great because if you got a Joker cosplay, you can sit in one of the cells and take photos of yourself and do some real good cosplay shots, And then we're going to have a bat dance. We're going to have a DJ, and it's going to be playing Prince's Bat Dance song, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
And you're going to have. You ever see Grease? Remember the end of Grease where you had like a like two sides of people, and then you dance in the middle.
Yeah, like what do they call that? The Soul Train.
Yeah, right. So people are going to be doing that, and at the end of where they dance, they're going to be dancing towards the judges. The judges will vote on the best bat dance, and we're going to give out prizes and gifts and all kinds of stuff.
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
I just wish that we can do it everywhere else, but I mean, there's not every old historical penitentiary will let you do that kind of stuff.
People are
Not
so
even
uptight
some new
about-
penitentiaries will let you do that stuff. Forget the
Right.
old ones.
Well, I mean, I'm sure some new ones will, but you'll have to maybe break some windows to get in, and then it's just you.
Yeah, those pesky laws. Just break a law. No, wait, we're going back full circle. Moving on. So that penitentiary in Boise sounds fantastic.
Move along.
More information on that at Gem State Comic Con if anyone's interested.
So I have a question. So are you gonna like include Harleys and like punchlines as well? Because
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
That's
you get
it.
Harleys dancing. You know, I'm looking forward to the Harleys dancing is what I'm looking for.
male and female Harleys.
Yeah.
all the Harleys.
Whatever the Harley, it's fun. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. I like
Knowing me, I dress like a biker.
Right? You want Harleys, Davidson? Davidson?
I'll probably dress up like the Penguin. That's what I'll do.
Good. Good. Solid.
solid. That's solid. Okay, let's get back to Metal Art
Yes.
Comic Con because we can talk about Batman penitentiaries all night long. But so we got Floyd Sumner, a Garbage Pail Artist, will be there. That's amazing.
Yes, and this year we're giving out 100
Mhm.
swag. You know, last year we gave out trading cards. Year before that, we gave out the 11 by 17 posters of the Garbage Pail metal art version. This year we're giving out the stickers, where it's like the original cabbage is a Garbage Pail Kid stickers, where remember the old Star Wars trading cards from the 70s, where you can just peel off the character.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So those are going to be really cool, and those 100 to the first 100 people. So
Only 100?
That's
only 100.
amazing.
Yeah. So
Nice.
That's more reason to go buy your ticket ahead of
right,
time.
and people who buy online get in first. So and if you don't buy online, you'll have to buy it from Floydman Sumner for like $10. So that's the price
Right.
of the entrance to the con. So you might as well get your ticket online, get the free swag, and you're set.
Also, if you get the Forever pass, don't you get first dibs on all stuff too?
You
So,
get
like,
in before
there
everybody.
you go.
Yeah. I mean, we go in, and then the Forever Pass people go in. So,
Yeah.
so I mean, if you're Forever Pass holder, you even get into the green room and get free food. So,
And you might run into a celebrity.
Yeah.
oh yeah, all the
Like
time.
me. No, I'm not a celebrity.
That's
Well,
cool.
That was a joke.
I did not know you get into the green room. That's cool.
Yeah. Sometimes Forever Pass holders are a little hesitant to do it because sometimes they get a little intimidated when you walk into a green room and you see Red Brown chowing down on some hot dogs or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, Captain America's in there. I better not go in there. They just and I think people also feel they don't want to, interrupt or hinder maybe a celebrity who's there, but the celebrities know about it, so they're more than open to it. So you can have lunch with a celebrity as well. So
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
There you go.
I may have to buy a Forever Pass because sometimes I don't even get to get a break to go grab some food. So maybe I need a Forever Pass.
Okay, but
James, come
on
James,
now.
that's not the problem. It's not the pass that's the problem. It's that you don't take time to go eat.
exactly.
If James doesn't get a break because of like show duties, then that means I doubly don't get breaks because he takes more breaks than I do. So
Did you guys get a chance to go to the green room at Silver Age Comic Con?
at Silver Age,
I don't remember.
Oh,
No, I don't think so. I don't even know where the green room is.
you
or
would,
was.
yeah,
Mhm.
you guys, you would have known.
Oh, wait,
because
yes,
it was all
yes.
catered. Yeah.
Sorry. Yes. So one of the things that I love about your cons is that you do great catering. So, yes, we did. There was the Watchtower, right, at Silver Age, wasn't it?
No, that
Oh,
was
no,
a-
that was
that
Gem
was
State.
Ah, my bad.
That was pretty cool up there. But
Yeah, it was cool.
I don't think we got a chance to go to the green room at Silver Age. We got a chance to go to the green room at Anna Medford.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, you guys will be. You guys are always really busy, but no, Silver Age, it was all catered. You know, they had waiters giving you food and stuff. It was pretty crazy.
Oh man, we
So
didn't get.
I've decided. I think that's the one I want to come to.
Which one?
Silver Age. If he's
How-
gonna have catered food with waiters, I want to go to that one.
I know, right? Yeah.
Well,
I'm in.
Graveyard, we need you and Graveyard to come, so that way we can take shifts on interviews.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't
Or
forget your forever
we
pass.
can go and I'll disappear and then show up at the end of the weekend.
Yeah,
Oh, a hangover.
whatever works. Whatever works.
don't forget that the way we have the floor plan for Silver Age next year is the you're going to get your own panel room, and
right.
next to that will be the green room, so you'll be able to dip
Nice.
in and out.
Oh, yes, that's the level of comfort that I'm used to. So I think yes, it's the Silver Age should be the con that I go to.
Only the
I think,
best.
yeah. Mhm.
It's right down the street from you if you live in Sacramento.
No, I don't.
Yep.
I live in Oklahoma.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm not
Yeah.
ever at the cons.
Oh,
Yeah.
We need an Oklahoma con. We'll work on that. What?
Hey,
We
a
have
rodeo
alcohol.
comic book
There
event
you go.
would
There
work
you go. That's
perfectly.
what we
in
do it.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
An Okie from Muskogee Comic Con. That's what we do.
Muskogee.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Muskogee.
Okay,
They have
Metal
a
Art
castle
Comic
down
Con,
there. We can do
October
that.
7th. Thank you so much for jumping on with us, Dave.
Yeah.
It's so cool chatting with you. We didn't even get to talk about like the movie rooms or the vendors or the other artists that'll be there. There's so much that
video
happen at these cons.
games, and
Video
and
games.
everything else, and don't forget Toby Durenovong is going to be there. Christy Shin is going to be there.
Right. Toby
Yeah.
was actually in our chat yesterday morning when I was playing on Twitch.
Tubi.
Oh, nice.
Tubi.
Tubi's super dope.
Yeah.
His whole family's cool. He's right here in
Yeah.
Sacramento.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it's I met him back in 2015 actually,
Hmm.
and he's just a great guy. Just
Super cool guy.
Yeah.
Super cool guy. All right. Thank you so much, Dave. Again, I love the hat.
absolutely. And I want to say
Yes, it
one
was
thing.
awesome meeting
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, if you have a Switch, let me know, and we can be friends. And Metalark, October 7th, coming up very soon. And definitely get those tickets, and we'll see you there, and we'll all have a good time and take pictures with James and Phil and the whole Distance Nerding crew. And then, Phil and James, how we do it. It looks like it's another trip to Applebee's. So.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I got excitement for that. Woohoo! Applebee's.
I need me some more of those Cheeto hot wings or whatever they.
God.
Good time. Thank
Thank
you, Dave.
you for having me,
Yes,
guys.
it was awesome.
Appreciate it.
Bye,
See you,
Dave.
Appreciate
Bye.
you, man. Have a good night.
Take it
Yes.
easy.
Whoa, Phrase on top.
Hi.
Hey.
That was Dave from Meadowlark Comic Con, and
Yes.
and James and Phil will be hosting that
Hey,
Comic Con.
there's still a chance for you guys to fly out there. Come on now. Come
Yeah.
on.
I already told you guys we can't afford it right now. We
Just
might be
put
able
it-
to do it next year,
Hey.
but we can't afford it right now.
I see a
Fingers
lot
crossed.
of
Fingers
memorabilia
crossed we
that
can.
would make other people happy. You know what I mean? Just throwing it out there.
I wouldn't be the same person without the memorabilia, James.
You're always going to be. Just make room for new memorabilia that you could buy at Metal Art Comic Con.
I have
Huh?
stuff that I got
October
from
the- oh.
people that are no longer living.
Oh.
Well, let's just
Yeah.
keep it along.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
gonna keep all
Um,
that,
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now
Hey,
making me bring everybody down.
for
How dare you,
lights,
James?
camera reaction.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Yeah, James.
Jesus, you guys are killing me.
Yeah.
You know he's gone, right? He left.
Oh
He's
my god.
completely gone.
She's just gone. We have. Yep.
Oh, now he's back.
Hey.
Now he's back. I'm insulting him, and he's
returned.
not even there to hear it.
Can't do anything right today.
Oh god. Let's move into our first trailer, ladies and gentlemen.
This looks so good. I was like, Monsters of California. What the heck is this? And then I started actually I watched the trailer earlier today, and I was like, man, this actually looks really good. It looks like a good story, and it's like actually looks like a good story, and it's an independent film, so it's got that feel about it. Anyway, let's watch it.
Oh, Jamez, give us a little background on Monsters of California.
If you want background about it, sounds like Frey just told you, bro. I mean, why are you asking me?
Because is that your job? All right.
Okay. Let me give this to you. Okay, so it comes from Tom DeLonge from Blink 182.
Oh, I'm glad you said that because I would have said Matchbox 20.
So he's always been like a big I don't want to say conspiracy theory. He's always been big into like UFOs and aliens.
Yeah.
So
Didn't he like fund a project to find UFOs? Yeah, like like a black book, off the books kind of project with the government. He like helped fund it and stuff, and like I remember that. This is where I remember his name from. Okay.
He was spending that Blink 182 money.
Not that he's the bassist from Blink 182, right? Just like
you know what I mean? All that 90s.
I don't know who they are. What do you expect from me? I don't know who Blink 182 is. I could listen to the songs and be like, oh, is that Blink 182? Okay, great. And then I will never remember it again until I hear it again, and you guys have to say it again.
It's like my mom with Queen. Like
no, I know Queen.
No,
Don't
but I'm
you
saying,
even start with me on
I'm
that.
not saying that to you. I'm saying you with Blink 182 is like my mom with Queen. My mom could not pick a Queen song out of a hat, but then she'll sing along when they come on.
Yeah.
She knows the song. She just doesn't know that it's Queen. Right? Just
no.
the man. All right.
No, but I do that all the time. Like with everything. It's not just Blink 182. It's like a lot of music. Anyway, let's move on.
Let's get into this trailer, guys.
All right. Excited.
All right.
The scary
Starship Troopers guy is in this. And I think that's the least
Casper Van Dien.
Yeah, Casper Van Dien's in this, and he's the
Casper
least.
Van Dien is in everything.
No, he's not. But I'm just saying.
There you go. Time to lock.
He is the least attractive part of this. Like that's like the thing that the one thing that I'm like, maybe I don't want to watch this movie, and it's him specifically.
This gives me like oh god, what is that movie?
The Faculty.
No, what's the one with Corey Feldman and he goes to Santa Cruz?
Lost Boys.
Lost Boys. It gives me like Lost Boys vibes.
Yeah, and Corey Haim's in that one.
Yeah.
And then and you know who else is in that one? Edward Herman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he plays the head vampire in that. Rest in peace, Edward Herman. He also played a really good FDR.
So hold on, did Blink the soundtrack for this?
Oh well, they gotta sell albums somehow.
There's a song in the background is definitely Blink 182.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I figured that out the first time I saw it.
I will not go.
Turn the lights off.
Is that a Blink 182 song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
You know Blink 182.
Yeah. You know why they're called Blink 182?
Why?
Because that's the blink rate when you're about to die.
Really?
I have no idea. I made that up. I don't know anything about Blink 182. Why would you believe me?
Oh, because that was a piece of science that you knew.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I just randomly picked that up. You know what? Now I gotta look it up because if I'm right, that's gonna be weird.
I know, right? Casper
looking it
Van
up.
Dien as Space Marine Nazi. That is no longer a Space Marine Nazi.
Yeah.
Say Wong in the
That's
chat.
good.
Why does this remind me of Morbius?
it's
Like freaking Morbius.
it's Monsters in California time.
So
Kind of a mouthful, but it works.
I know. So ratings. What is everyone's rating on this? What is the likelihood that this trailer makes you want to watch this movie?
Ooh.
See, that's how we need to rate this. Is are you excited for this
Right.
movie? based on
Likelihood.
the
Yeah.
trailer?
That's what it's always supposed to have been.
I give this an. I'm gonna just jump in because I'm the one that threw this in here, because I used to listen to Blink 182. I give this 8 Blink 182 CDs out of 10 werewolf looking aliens because I don't know what's happening with the werewolves, but it looks interesting. I dig this. I will caveat with I am interested.
All right.
Frey,
I'm gonna
We-
give
we know
this.
you're like creating a Blink 182 playlist on Spotify as we speak.
Oh no, I did that already. Did
Okay.
you know that he's from Poway, California? And do you know why that's relevant?
Why?
Because I actually worked in just north of Poway, California when I lived in San Diego. I'm like, I know where Poway is. Also, I'm pretty sure like Poway was where the Heaven's Gate cultists
no.
killed
Mhm.
themselves. I think that was Poway,
Oh,
or
that's
that may have been
fun.
Santa.
Clarita.
No, Santa Rancho Santa
Hmm.
Fe. It may have been that one. They're really close to each other. Anyway,
Also, Bobby Lee, comedian Bobby Lee, went to Poway High School, yet he is not in the Poway High School Hall of Fame.
That's funny.
Okay.
wow.
All right,
Should do. What do you? What rating do you give this?
I didn't
Hmm.
even rate it.
Oh, I thought
Oh.
you went on. You gave it a 1 and an 8 and a 2. I don't know what that means.
Oh my god.
All right, go ahead.
You're
It's
giving it a
actually
rating.
it's not Blink 182. It's Blink 182. That's what Tom DeLonge wants you to say. That's what Tom DeLonge wants you to say.
We
I'm going to
apologize.
become an expert on this. I'm going to give Blink 182 facts. I'm sorry, Blink 182 facts.
I
Going
apologize-
forward.
I apologize to Blink 182 and all their fan base. I
18-2.
apologize to you. Please.
Right.
You
you give
paused. You
Do you give
paused.
this 18 out of 2s, or I mean,
My god.
18
the-
twos.
what's
I'm
18?
giving it 18 twos. You figure out why. No.
What is your rating?
My rating. Okay, so I'm gonna give it. I really like. I was like, this is weird. The title's kind of odd. Why would I want to watch this? And then I watched the trailer. So whoever cut the trailer did an excellent job.
Oh yeah, very much.
And so
Kudos to
I'm
the
gonna
editor.
say that I'm gonna give it 8 conspiracy theories out of 10 Blink 182 albums.
Mm.
All right.
Oh, my
Oh,
segments keep getting just weirder and weirder. I apologize.
They really are. Liam the White, let's go.
Woo! I am going to give it 7 Blink 7 of 9s out of 10. Out of 10, it's Monster in Times.
It's Monster in Times.
I like it.
Say Wong in the chat says he gives it 7 Michael Morbiuses out of 10.
Michael Morbius.
Out of 10, don't make a sequels.
Out of 10, no, make it. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this 8. What's my age agains? Out of 10. Out of 10 Adam songs.
No, don't get it. No.
Those are,
Crickets. That's the sound of crickets.
those are titles of Blink 182 songs.
Oh, did you know that the
Presume.
band's original name was Duct Tape? Not Duct, Duck. DUCK tape.
Duct Tape
I don't know.
182. Interesting.
I don't know whether I should believe this or if she's like making this shit up. It's like
I'm reading from a Spin magazine article.
Ah.
I don't know if you still want to believe that it's
Let's spin
the
up the
truth or
next
not.
trailer.
I don't know.
Hey,
So the next trailer, guys. Let's talk here. What we got, James?
Lesson in Chemistry? Yeah, starring Brie Larson.
Ooh.
This is a new series coming to Apple TV Plus.
Blues.
It looks amazing. I will be watching it.
It looks great. All right. Let's. I know nothing about this one, so I'm gonna have to base everything on.
The trailer will tell you everything.
All right.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
Oh, so the 182, the 182 thing, that means nothing. They made it up on the spot. I just thought I'd lay
All
on them.
right.
Okay. So chemistry
Forgot
class.
we got to
All
talk.
right. Lots of chemistry. All right.
Yeah.
So she's a scientist.
And a mother.
Back
Right.
and a mother.
A
Back
lot
in
of
the 50s?
chemistry, you could say.
Is this the 1960s? I'm assuming.
Let's begin.
Yeah,
50s.
yeah, it looks like late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah.
With her hair with the thing like that. That's
Yeah,
more of a
hairstyle.
little bit of a 60s thing.
Good.
So
So the way she looks at food, she looks at it from like a scientific point of view.
well,
Yeah.
that
And
is
so,
it.
like,
A recipe is just like is just like anything else.
Well,
Yeah.
Right.
It's all
Right.
science.
baking is more science. Like baking is 100% science.
So she gets let go from her
The dog.
position, I think, at a college
to
Hmm.
offer you a job as the host
to become
of a cooking show.
Are you concussed?
Yeah, so
host.
she's yeah.
Poised to become a TV
And then she decides that while she's got this platform
Mhm.
of a cooking show, she's going to teach women how to empower themselves. And she becomes an activist.
Catchphrase?
She
No, no,
becomes
never
like
understood what that
she
meant.
starts talking about what she wants to talk about. And
baked potatoes.
and
this
so then yeah, it's like if Norma Ray were on television in the 50s.
Mhm.
Is kind of how I feel about it. And I just think it's fantastic. And it's a story that needs to be told.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think that, yeah. Mhm.
Why do you assume that his day was longer than hers? Why don't you?
And that
Mm.
right
I
there
love
is
that.
what sold
I
me.
love it.
That exchange right
fine.
there, where she's
Yeah.
like, "Why? Hey, this is
Yep.
You assume that his day was longer than hers.
Yeah. Shout out to
Yeah.
Rainn
Yeah.
Wilson. Rainn Wilson's in this.
Yeah.
in this world, not because you are pretty, not because you are smart, but because you love me and I love you.
But it's gonna be a 8-episode series on Apple TV Plus.
You know, and I'm not opposed to that because I think
No.
sometimes when you do a 2.5-hour movie or a 2-hour movie or whatever, you might miss
Children
some
for
of those
people.
smaller
Your
beats.
mother needs a moment to relax.
So, yeah,
Right.
I think that some stories deserve the gravitas of those small moments.
Interesting. Now, is this based on a book or is it it's purely like something original? Do we know?
I think it's based on a book. Best-selling
Yeah.
novel Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. That's
make those
fantastic.
Oh,
I like
it
it.
looks good. It's definitely okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go first just because I'm already kind of like on the path of like I'm interested in this.
Yeah.
The story is definitely drawing me in. As far as this trailer goes, it's putting me in a position to actually want to watch the show, which is the premise of why I asked for these ratings, right? So it's like,
Right.
you know, I'm definitely gonna give this in 8 chemical compositions out of 10 baked potatoes that were made in the show that Graveyard probably wouldn't eat.
Okay. That's fair.
Frey, what you got?
Okay. So I'm in love with the color scheme. And this is what I notice in shows that are like set in the 50s and the 60s is the way that they use almost the powdery colors of colors, the powdery
Pastel.
versions of colors. Yeah. Like, powder pinks, powder blues, even the like creams look almost like, cappuccino foam almost. I mean, it's like that kind of stuff. It's all very, so I love that. I love that aesthetic. I think they did it really well. And I think the subject that they're doing being so black and white in some points and being so about right and wrong, having the juxtaposition of the puffiness, of the softness, and the, this was the golden age. This was the, the 50s. It was the golden age. This is when everything happened. We were
Everything was
discovering
great.
things. Yeah. And then you've got the stark reality. And so I think that right there is what sucked me in the most.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give this 9 "Are you concussed" statements out of "Why can't you make your own drink?"
Good.
I like it. Should do.
The multiple looks of confusion on Shadoo's face was just great.
I'm gonna go.
By the way, hold on. Frey, love the use of juxtaposition.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Very good. Should do. Back to you.
All right. 7. Baking is a science out of 10. Cooking is an art.
I like it.
You're 100% correct in both of those statements.
Yeah, I'm
And
into this.
why I
just
prefer
like
cooking.
that, the youngest person on the screen outfoxed us all.
What does the fox say? Okay.
Ning,
You
ning,
don't
ning,
wanna know.
ning, 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 ning.
I give this. I'm excited for this. I thought it was pretty cool. I think it's gonna be a good watch with like me and the wifey. So I give this 9 Bunsen burners out of 10. I was gonna say oysters, but I'll go baked potatoes because you can't really cook the oysters.
I would
Yeah,
say
you can.
meat,
So
but,
what you do
know.
is you just you get the Bunsen burner, you take the little thing and you connect it to like a griddle, and then you can actually do oysters. When my senior year in high school, in my biology class, we actually, right before Christmas break, our teacher brought in oysters and we made rumaki in class and ate it.
Damn. All right.
So you can do it.
Many people had the shits the next day.
Nobody. I mean, we were all really young and in Texas. We had already lined our stomachs with like Mexican
Barbecue
spices.
sauce.
Yeah, it was like barbecue sauce, all the Mexican food. I mean, it was we
Yeah, no,
I
we
had
had
an
all
iron
the
stomach.
undercooked chicken. It was fine.
Right.
All right. Well, let's get into the next trailer, guys.
All right.
A lot of people are probably excited for this one. Let's get into some goosebumps.
I'm not. It looks scary.
I'm not, I wasn't really ever a Goosebumps
I
aficionado.
I wasn't either. Yeah.
I read
So-
Goosebumps as a kid, man. I like Goosebumps.
I was Nancy Drew and Sweet Valley High.
Oh.
I was Magic. What was it? Is it Magic Schoolhouse? Something like that.
Yeah, you did
Or
Magic
the
Schoolhouse,
Magic,
School
Treehouse.
Bus,
Treehouse.
Magic
That's what it
Treehouse,
was.
and then
That's
you
what it was,
also Percy Jackson. You read a lot of Percy
Which
Jackson.
again, that's why I'm excited about what's after
The next
this,
one. Yeah.
Trailer, yeah.
because I am ecstatic. So
All right. Well, let's
All
let's
right.
get into this trailer here.
let's see. Ooh.
So
Nope.
Deb's already had
Right.
Too scared. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm
out.
already done. I'm done.
It's all desaturated. We're out.
I just like how she goes, "Do I know you?" And he's like, "No, I'm new."
Keep in mind, this is a kids show. I just want to
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's definitely a more ominous feel than the original Goosebumps TV show. Like the original Goosebumps TV show was scary for kids on a kids level. Kind of like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Right?
Yeah.
Right.
This is more like it's got more jump scare horror element to it already.
Right.
Well, let's face it, the kids of today have to deal with a lot more scary stuff than we had to deal with when we were younger.
Oh wow.
Let's
Oh,
just face
nope.
that.
Holy crap.
Oh.
Tim?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wrong.
Just
It's
got
gonna be on
possessed.
Disney Plus? No, okay. I understand why this is like scary the way it is. Oh, I remember
Yeah,
this story.
And the whole thing.
Look,
It
Touch
seems
over
like
it
what
now.
they're doing is they're taking like the old version of it and then they're
Oh.
doing the Ghostbusters Afterlife, like injecting some of that into it,
Right.
because that's what it kind of feels to me. Like you're gonna have some scary stuff, but for the most part, it's gonna be like comedy with scary. So
Yeah.
I would like that. I think you have to do that. Yeah. So,
I didn't know Justin Long could be so creepy, but he gets super creepy.
Have you not
Oh,
seen
Justin Long can be really creepy. He can be really creepy.
Tusk? Like he was creepy as hell in Tusk.
Yeah.
I never saw Tusk.
Oh, you gotta go and watch Tusk. Matt Hawkins,
No.
one man.
Woo. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
We need to talk.
Why does James smell like watermelon Jolly Ranchers?
I was just gonna say.
See, that's it. You have the really bad horror moment, and then you go, "Wait a minute, what? Why is it Green Apple Jolly Ranch?" Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
this is what I've missed from horror.
Yeah.
I give this 10 out of 10.
Ooh,
I'm not even
look at
gonna.
you.
I'm not even gonna mess with the cutesy little things. I'm just 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I
Move
like,
on.
and especially with like Prey
Alright.
getting more and more into horror lately, like
Mhm.
it's kind of a badge of honor for it to go straight
That's
for a 10
scary.
out of 10.
Oh.
Well,
That's
but
scary.
I mean, also like, I love. This is the difference. I'm not a big horror movie fan, but I really do enjoy a good horror television show. I really do, because I'm like, okay, I can be scared for an hour, and then I can move on with my life. But it's like, for some reason, in a movie theater, you get immersed in it, and then it's like maybe it followed me home kind of thing.
Right.
And that's
Right.
never a good feeling. I just don't feel like that's a good time for me. So I'm all about the horror. Like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, one of my absolute favorite all-time shows. And that started a lot of the resurgence of the horror with the comedy. And so,
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Very
Awesome.
cool.
Shadu, what do you give this?
I just want to say I was
Uh,
finished, and you guys dragged me back into that.
Can't get it right today.
I'm going to give it 8 watermelon Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, that
out
was mine.
of-
Out of
out of 10, is everybody a dummy?
I think James needs to follow that.
good reference there, man. Go ahead, James.
Oh man, don't even have time. I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
gonna
go.
watch this because it looks scary, but I'm sure my son will want to watch it. So I give this.
James will be watching it like this.
Right.
Right through his. He'll be like,
we tried to watch like Secret of Sulphur Springs, which is another like kitty scary thing, and I was like, can we not watch this at night, please? Can we? Like, why are we doing this? And he's like, Dad, I'm just...
Jackie doesn't like to watch anything remotely scary at night.
So I have a question, James. Were you scared during the apple dumpling game?
Oh, he definitely was, especially with.
Is that like Little Rascals or something?
No.
It's Don Knotts and Tim Conway, and they play. It's my favorite Don Knotts Tim Conway movie.
It probably was back in the day.
There's like
And
three-
then Private Eyes is like my favorite, my second favorite.
there's like 3 or 4 of those Apple
Mhm.
movies, and they're all on Disney Plus.
There you
Yeah,
go.
they're
So-
really
so-
they're cute, and they do not age well at all. Just
At all.
pretend you're back
Right.
in like the early 80s, and you'll be
Lots of racism, huh? All right, let's throw it on. Okay, I
So-
give this 8 gooses out of 10 bumps. Is that okay?
I need 10 bumps of that goose stuff.
That just made the joke worse. Need 10 bumps of goose.
Hey, you got any more of that goose stuff? I need some bumps. Okay, you guys need some bumps of that goose, the goose bump.
Oh no.
Phil,
Oh, no.
don't walk away.
We lost Phil. We lost Phil.
I've got a prop for
Oh no.
Yeah,
this this whole thing right here.
You walked away because we saw your goosebumps.
Yeah.
You know?
No, he was getting the bumps of the goose.
What
Woo!
is that?
Bye,
All right.
bye, Matt Hawkins. Okay, nice seeing you here for a second.
Bye, Matt.
So
Okay,
I'm gonna
young Phil, what do you give it?
I'm doing it right here. All right, so check it out.
Oh, jeez, this
I
guy.
said I have a prop for this, right?
He's got like
Nerd.
a magic suitcase or something.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give this 9 The Haunted Masks
Oh, I see what you're doing.
out of 10,
I see.
out of 10 because I can this episode or the trailer that they did right here was based on this book. Say cheese and die.
Oh,
Frey went missing and came right back.
That was so weird. That was
was a freak out.
strange.
So a couple years ago, Jackie
Gave me the goosebumps. Ooh.
a couple years ago, Jackie got me this for my birthday. And it's
Because
it's a
you're a
tin
child.
box. Yeah, I know, right? It's a tin box, 5 Goosebumps books in it.
That
And I was like, this is appropriate for this whole thing right here.
yeah, it
Very
is.
cool.
Yeah. All right. So
all right.
next
By the
trailer-
way, Goosebumps comes out October 13th, so we're like a month away from it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually smart that they're doing this for Halloween.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think that's cool. And the Monsters of California also being in October, I think that's a good idea. So
Yeah.
I mean, Lessons in Chemistry could also be considered a horror movie to some men in America.
Yep.
So is Barbie.
I was about to
That's
say,
true.
just like Barbie. Yeah.
Hey, side note, we bought the digital version of Barbie. Just
Oh,
throwing it
did
out there.
you?
Just throwing it out
So you got
Nice.
to see it, so now you understand all the memes.
there. Oh yeah, we watched it
Okay,
like
good.
17 times.
They
already.
went to the theater. Saw it in
Yeah.
theaters like a week ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
cool.
we saw it in
Nice.
theaters. All 5 of us went, and then like 2 days later, it was out on digital. So we're really economical with our money.
Yeah.
So-
I'm waiting for it to come out on physical, but I asked for it for Christmas. So I think maybe I'm going to get it for Christmas.
And Shadoo's look on his face like, yeah, okay.
No, they always ask me what I want, and I'm just like,
no, it's
just
helpful.
get me something
Good.
Wonder Woman. I'm like, you just give me some Wonder Woman, whatever. And
There's-
so
there's a
this year I'm
reason the
like,
wall
I
behind
want
her.
the Barbie movie, and I
There's a
want it to be the
reason-
deluxe edition.
I wonder if there are Barbie pops.
oh yeah,
Well,
there's some
no,
for this movie too.
They're Barbies. The
Oh,
Barbies. They actually made the Barbies of the
They
people in the
They
movie.
made Barbie Barbies.
They should
and then
make
yeah,
dolls based on the Barbie movie. They should make dolls.
yeah, like
That'd be
what do you think?
insane.
Like
Yeah.
11.5 inch dolls, something like
Maybe.
that.
Right. Yeah.
Mm.
You
They
know.
should
Yeah,
make
then the clothes you can interchange.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know what would be cool? Maybe they should make a house like they had in that movie.
Oh,
too.
it'd be
Right.
a-
You know,
and the Corvette.
house.
hmm
The Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Yeah,
Oh.
they
That too. Yeah.
they need to make the Casa House.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
No,
Mojo
it-
Dojo Casa
know,
House.
It is fun because that my girls, they're 5 and they come rolling like, Dad, can you play Mojo Dojo Casa House with us? I'm like, fuck yeah, we can. I don't
Let me get my pony.
exactly.
When I found out that horses weren't a part of it, I lost interest.
I was about to say.
When I found out horses weren't in charge, I kind of lost interest. See, even when there's no Barbie news, we still manage to get Barbie
Yep,
in there somewhere.
Exactly.
And I'm not the one that initiates it most of the time.
No.
Oh, God. All right, so moving on. Let's go into this trailer here, guys. I know she is super excited.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
really excited. This was my childhood.
Right
I
here.
was disappointed with the movies they tried to make.
Yeah. Well,
So,
the first
I'm-
one was okay. I wouldn't say
The
it was
first one is okay. The second one was a mess.
yes.
So,
So let's get into this, guys. Some Percy Jackson
woo.
and the Olympians.
Everybody's the
All
right
right.
age. Yeah.
Megan Mullally is in this, people. Megan Mullally alert.
Woo.
Is that Blink 182? No.
Yeah. mhm, Yeah. Blink
Oh my God.
18.2. It's Blink 18.2.
Bad grades.
Shadu, right off the bat, are you pretty happy with the casting of
Oh
Percy?
yeah, very much. Yeah, that feels right.
So I kind of like the idea, like always from this series. I like the whole idea behind the Celestials because you're a demigod.
something that.
Yeah. Well, I liked that
Ooh.
it wasn't like you.
Stories that I have told you.
It's not like you're
about
special.
gods
It's like he's
Right.
the chosen one, but it's not because he's special. It's just that he happens to do these things. I
Right,
think
it's the right
that's the cool thing.
circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the right place, the right time.
So the important thing is not to panic.
It's like, you know,
I
you're
mean,
supposed to be the son of Zeus.
Yeah,
he's the son of Poseidon, though.
he's the son of Poseidon.
That's right. That's right. He's the son of Poseidon. Hey,
But
he's
in
still-
mythology,
there is
Perseus
a-
was the son of Zeus.
Yeah, I
he's
was gonna
still
say
one of the
there is a son of Zeus in one of them, isn't there? I can't remember if there is. Or
Yeah,
not.
it might be the first one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't remember. We
Yeah.
read them. We read them together. We always read them
Yeah.
together. It was our thing. So
Ooh.
It's actually
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, no, this is. Oh my god, yeah.
again, I think these stories lend themselves more towards a TV show than
Right.
movie anyway, because there's so many
Mhm.
different acts in the books that you could do as separate episodes to lead up to the main thing. And I think it's good. I mean, it could be like a Game of Thrones thing, like that kind of like 9-episode thing, and kind of thing, like, and it still be good, and you see all that. So
Yeah. I mean, Disney has a couple of different series that or had properties that they own that are that lend themselves to be like a Game of Thrones, right?
mhm.
Specifically, something that we haven't seen them touch since the 80s that has so much potential, especially if you've read the books. Black Cauldron could be such a good series,
Yeah.
but the movie was garbage. I'm sorry. Like-
Oh, it was bad. Black Cauldron was bad. I would love to see them do a remake, like an updated remake of Black Hole.
Yeah. But I mean,
That would
like,
be awesome.
I'd like to see eventually, because like look at the way that they're doing that, the way they're treating Percy Jackson and the Olympians. I would like to see them do that kind of treatment with Black Cauldron live action,
Mhm.
and it would be Games of Thrones-ish, especially if you like actually follow the story and
Yeah.
get a Gurgi that doesn't look like like a Scottish dog.
That's true. Yeah.
Because Gurgi doesn't look like a Scottish dog by the way he's described in the book. So,
Yeah.
anyways, let's get into ratings here, guys. Should I let you go? Should I have you go last since you're the most excited here?
Yeah, have him go last, because then he can go, I was going to say that.
Yeah.
James can get him back this time.
So Jamez, just so you can steal his thunder,
Your chance to
And
steal.
lightning. I'm gonna
My
steal his
lightning?
lightning.
steal his lightning.
I
Eh?
will give this 9 tridents out of 10 lightning bolts. Super excited. I can't wait to watch it with the fam bam.
I'm definitely not going to be watching this with family because my wife isn't into these kind of shows. Uh,
Well, have fun, Ami.
which again, side note, I
Fun
don't want to
deal.
jump too much into this, but I did start watching Wheel of Time finally, and it's amazing.
Oh my God, then we'll have to talk about it because we're in season 2 and I love it. And
Yeah,
the
I
thing
watched
is that, well, Husby has read like a majority of the books. He hasn't read all of them. I think there's like 15 or something. And he was like, oh wow, no, this is from this book and that, like, and so he would tell me the different things from the different books. And but now I want to read them because he's like season 2 apparently goes way off the books. So yeah, but I love it. The Aes Sedai and the whole like color thing. Have you gotten to that point yet?
I've been noticing the different colors, but they haven't
Okay.
explained anything yet. So
There's a really cool scene where you go and you'll see all the colors represented of the Aes Sedai, and then there's like the matriarch of it, and I can't remember what her name is, but it's just
is it before or when they get to the White Tower?
the White Tower is the Aes Sedai Tower, so they
Right.
have to get to the White Tower.
I haven't gotten there yet. Like I'm in.
Yeah, you've got a lot. You probably got what episode are you on? Because
I watched 3 episodes last night. So
Oh, peace out.
we,
I'm
uh,
watching it too, and I think I'm about 3 episodes in. They did that fight on the beach where that big, huge, giant dude was like throwing people into the water. It was great.
sorry.
losing Frey.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
no.
weird. I'm sorry. That's
Wait.
odd.
You're probably an episode ahead of me, James, because I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, spoiler alert.
No,
And
it's
then-
fine. Because I mean, I would, but I'd watch it tonight after the show. But we have Ahsoka. I have Ahsoka and Welcome to Wrexham. Season 2, episode 2 comes out tonight. So,
Gotcha. All right, cool.
all right.
Did you rate it? Who rated it?
Not no one yet. So, well, you rated it, but Frey, go ahead and rate.
No one. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna rate. Are you done?
Sorry. Go ahead, Frey.
I don't know who she's yelling at.
And that's what I wanted it to be. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to say, so this one, Percy Jackson, I mean, the property is close to my heart because it really was the first series that my son and I, got to experience together as nerds. So that was kind of nice. And Green Lantern was his first superhero. Anyway, and then followed closely by Deadpool. I think that Phil and him might be related in some way. Yeah,
That's
he's
my
Ryan
whole life.
Reynolds.
Green Lantern and Deadpool are like two of my top tier like fandoms. So
Yeah, so
pretty big deal.
so because of that, I mean, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna give it an 8. Are you serious right now?
Yes.
Yeah,
He did that on purpose, Frey.
I know he did. He waited. He knew. He knew. All right, so I'm gonna give it 8 dyslexic demigods
Nice.
out of 10 Megan Mullally as Electo.
James, you're an asshole.
You know what? That's okay. I have the most amazing popsicles in the deep freeze. They're fruit popsicles. We have tangerine,
Ooh.
strawberry with actual crushed strawberries in it,
Oh, that sounds delicious.
pineapple with crushed pineapple, and grape. And it tastes just like grape juice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give this.
I have grape juice that tastes like grape juice. How about that?
But is it in popsicle form?
We got to keep this moving. This episode's
And
already
you
going
lick
long.
it.
We're already an hour and a half in. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh my god.
We
Okay.
haven't even
yeah.
started the news, and we still have the breakdown. So,
Okay. Go. Let's go.
yeah. I'm gonna give this. 8 tridents.
Nope, I already said that.
He's already said tridents. So I'm gonna give this 8 demigod sons of the god of the oceans. Out of 10 badass centaurs looking like they're about to destroy the entire universe. Shadu, give us your rating, sir.
All right. I am going.
No, wait.
10.
Tell us how excited you are for this.
I am very excited for it. Again, this was my childhood. This was a big bonding experience between me and my mother.
Oh, you guys have the same
He's there.
story.
He's there. Yeah. No,
You
it's
related.
like-
That's how you know it's the truth. No, I'm kidding.
so no, it really, and it was part
That's
of my formative years. Probably what got me into fantasy and mythology, because I'm like a big Romanophile now. Because I took Latin and all of that, probably because I was so interested in these books.
Oh, look at that! Boom.
So I found my
Yeah.
passion. So there you go.
He does these
Yeah.
videos called con language videos, and I swear that's because of
Oh, it
Percy
probably
Jackson.
is. Oh, it probably is.
But I don't know what is con language again. I don't know what.
Yeah,
Conlang.
conlang it's constructed language. It's like how they made Dothraki and High Valyrian and stuff for Game of Thrones. Yeah,
Oh, cool. All right.
the same kind of thing. Or Tolkien
I'm
made
so
his own
glad
languages.
I waited until we were on air on the internet to ask that question instead of private. I don't know. I'm just that comfortable on here.
Good. No, that's good. That's a good thing.
It's like how
So-
James, I guess apparently James Gunn created an entire language that is an actual language in Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's
Oh
incredible.
yeah, he was talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Shadu,
No,
rate
that's
it.
crazy. All right. So I'm giving it 10 heads of Medusa.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Solid.
Out of 10 Thalia's now tree.
that
She's tree. She's now tree.
There you go.
was
There
a
you go.
deep cut. That was like, I'm so proud of you for that. Y'all,
Listen,
do
you
you
know,
guys
he
understand
belongs.
that?
On this show. Yes, I do actually.
So deep it went over my head.
Mm.
So deep it went. Oh,
That's awesome. Okay, keep it going. Young Phil.
All right, so last
Where are your
trailer
hands?
here, guys. I'm very excited for this one. We got the teaser last week, but now we've got the full trailer. I'm very excited because
All right. I'm also very excited for this in a very different way.
right, I did watch this one, and yeah, man, it looks great. So Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom as a full trailer. So let's get into this.
All right.
By the way, Percy Jackson and Aquaman 2 both coming out December 20th. We're gonna have a busy.
A lot of water. A lot of aquatic. A lot of aquatic people.
Squander.
I love that at the end of that trailer they tell you, "Hey, go read these comic books to give you context to the
of
movie."
the story. Yeah.
I
I
like
think that's
Yeah.
great. I would
No, I
love
think
it
it's-
if they did
yeah.
that. I think that partly is James Gunn's like influence
Yeah,
because
it's probably saying like, "Hey,
Yeah.
this entire series is based on Throne of Atlantis, so go read
Yeah.
Throne of Atlantis books." You know, like that's actually really cool the way that they did that. So I'm really excited for this.
Oh yeah.
I've heard a lot of like bad as far as this goes. Like, you know, a lot of the test screenings have not been good.
yeah.
But I mean, again, I can't 100% follow that because I mean, you know, a lot of times test screenings don't really say like, it's the critics that are sitting there saying this movie is, you know, crap because it's not up to their standards as, you know, artists. And they don't
Right.
watch the movies because they're fun, you know. So
Right.
you know, I want to sometimes I want to watch a movie that's just mindless and fun, you know, and
Yeah.
that's just kind of what I expect out of some of these movies. I mean, and I get they're trying to compare it to Marvel, where you're starting to get a lot more substance in Marvel movies.
Mhm.
And I mean, some of the new DC movies are starting to get that way too. But I mean, like, you know, if it's just mindless fun, let it be mindless fun. So I'm gonna
Exactly.
give this. I'm gonna give this 9. I wish he had a hook for a hand like in the DCEU's AU. Out of 10. Holy shit! Yeah, Abdul Mateen's chest looks fucking ridiculous.
No,
At
no.
10 Black Mantas giving me a hetero man hard on. All right,
Okay. Should save us. Should do.
Okay.
Should don't do that.
don't do that. We know this stopped being a family friendly show like a year ago, right? It's
All right. I am giving it 8 Black Mantas. I mean, his hammerhead shaped ship.
his chest, his
You
spectacular
guys
chest.
are
The
upset.
bottom of his hammerhead shark
Oh my god.
submarine with
Oh.
its sculpted underbelly.
What about
And-
It's
bottoms?
finally sculpted from the gods on high themselves.
Abdul Mateen does look like a god right now.
Lord. Out of 10.
Nice. I get it. I like
First time we saw the trailer, he said that he was like, "They did the thing. They did the thing." That's what he
Also,
said.
fun fact: Aquaman was also a part of my childhood because I dressed up as Aquaman. I don't remember which year for Halloween, but one of the years.
But
I think I still have the picture. I might
was-
share it on Instagram. I'll tag everybody in it.
was it the Super Friends version of Aquaman, or was it the DC?
Oh, it was totally the Super Friends version.
Oh
Of it.
God, I was gonna say because
It was
the
totally.
AU version of him with the long blonde hair and the hook for a hand.
Oh no, it's the
So
Super
badass.
Friends.
Do
the,
you
like,
know how
bright
many
orange-
years I asked him to grow his hair out so he could be
Hold on, be
Thor
right back.
for Halloween, and he wouldn't do it.
God,
do
J-
it.
James leaves right when I'm trying to get a rating from him. All right, Frey, go ahead and give us your rating.
What did we watch again? Oh wait, Aquaman 2. Okay, that's right. All right.
Abdul Madine's Matt. Oh.
Yeah, no. Was it what is it 9? I hope Mira doesn't show up.
Well, no, I mean, like, okay. So I had some issues with this trailer,
Okay.
and I think it's going to happen in the movie as well. So I'm just going to have to, put my big girl pants on and get over it. His Aquaman suit is too freaking shiny.
Yeah, it is. It is really.
It's really shiny, and it shouldn't be that shiny. If
Yeah.
it's from the bottom of the ocean, then it should that orange should be like a coral orange, and that's not coral. And the green should be more seaweed colory. And so, and that's something that was a big, that was a thing that stood out. That was an issue. One of the things I really liked is that Mira wasn't in it very much.
There's
I mean, yeah,
one
that was a good thing.
her in it.
Yeah, of her
Yeah.
hitting the
The glass.
yeah, the glass of the bright yellow metal octopus thing. And then and then another complaint I had was that I feel like they shouldn't have done the costume. I think they should have done the other costume. I don't care if he has the hook for the hand or not, but he should just have the pants on, people. He's got tattoos there for a reason. Just let him have that freaking pants on.
Just the
And
pants.
then, yeah. And if you want to give him some sort of like armor off of one thing, like a pirate, you can.
Or like
but
a little shell. It could be like a Nautilus shell or something there.
There's
Yeah.
a version of the Injustice version of him is shirtless with with just the pauldron.
Hold on,
yeah. So that, I mean, I'm just saying that you could do something like that. He's shirtless, people. He's like nigh invulnerable. He doesn't need freaking armor. This
Right.
is ridiculous, but whatever. And
Right.
so that was another issue I had. And then,
Like Superman one-on-one.
yeah.
I'm
Like,
sorry,
go
we were talking
toe-to-toe
about
with
we were
Superman.
talking about Abdul Madeen. Injustice Aquaman.
So another thing, one of the cool things I thought was we got the freaking seahorse.
Yes.
Yes.
We got the freaking seahorse.
As I
We
said-
won, everyone. We won.
We won. That's it. Game over. Everybody,
We
let's
won. Everyone can go home now. We
pack
won.
up and leave. Let's go.
So, with all of that being said, I actually think the
Yeah.
trailer was paced really well. I thought it was a really good thing. Him either disappearing or reappearing with the sand thing, that was really cool. And I'm really interested to find out how that all comes about.
Right.
And then, but that's, yeah, I just think it's going to be a good movie. And you're right. Sometimes a comic book movie is a comic book movie.
Right.
We don't need to know if this is going to fit in with the other universe or not. Just go watch a comic book movie, people.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Momo was not nearly as problematic as Ezra. And I mean, hopefully they got the memo and Amber Heard is not in as much of it as she was. Because she's
I would
really the only
think
problematic
they've
thing
tried to
about
cut
that
her out if they can.
freaking Temu version of Ariel. I'm telling
Right.
you.
Again,
I
I'm just saying let's recast Mira with Rodario Dawson. No.
But see, the thing is that given that they're not moving forward with this version of the franchise,
Mhm.
it doesn't even matter at this point. It's just okay.
Right.
Yeah.
They're going to be her last appearance as Mira, anyways.
But
Yeah.
it's still kind of platforming her, I think is the problem. Even if it's not technically canonically going to go on, it's still,
Yeah. No, I hear that.
No, I get it. And the character of Mira is really cool. I wish they had
Yeah.
someone else to play her,
Yeah.
but yes, the character of
I
Mira
agree.
is really cool.
I agree.
Especially when she starts teaching Aqualad and teaching all the other Atlanteans like how to hone their skills and everything. Like when she
Mhm.
becomes a teacher, she's a badass.
Yeah.
The amount of
I
times
liked her like so much better than Dolphin. Dolphin was such a wet blanket, which is hard to do in Atlantis.
Right.
and then on
Or
top
not
of that,
hard.
and then on top of that, again, I don't think he's gonna get introduced here, but at some point in the new DC universe,
Mhm.
I need Calderon because Calderon is such a badass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want I want Garth.
Garth?
I want that lavender-eyed, naive, square little child to come back, but he will never.
You
I
mean
don't
me?
think they'll do.
Oh.
I don't think they'll do. I don't think they'll do Garth. And if they do Garth, he'll be like another iteration of Aqualad.
He should be Tempest. They should just keep him as Tempest.
Yeah,
It's-
just because Calderon is so much, especially with them announcing that he's canonically gay. Like he's just
yeah, no, I love
Yeah.
him too. I just miss Garth because that was the Aqualad I knew. Like that
Right.
was the first
I like-
Aqualad I knew.
Calder is so much more interesting of a character in general.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but it
That
Garth he just wasn't in Aquaman. He was in Teen Titans, but he wasn't in Aquaman.
But I'm saying that, and the fact that he is also Black Mana's son makes it even more of like kind of a badass thing. But anyways, Frey, you didn't actually give us your rating. What was your rating on it?
Oh, I'm gonna give it 8 clamshell bras out of 10. Why they gotta do that to the seahorse?
Hashtag seahorse rides.
Sexy horse ride. James.
I mean, seriously.
James.
That seahorse that made me like go, oh my god. So, yeah.
Thoughts and ratings, sir.
I'm into this. I dig it. I like the first one. I'm looking forward to the second one. I hope they find a way to keep this version of Aquaman going somehow and do more with this whole, James Wan created kingdom, all the different kingdoms. I hope they do more with it. We'll see. But I give this 9 seahorses out of 10 OG pillowcases. Like this one.
Oh yeah.
I knew he was going to pull out the pillowcase, and there he is, Aquaman, right there, right now.
So I do want to say something, and this is gonna blow James's mind. How about this for an interesting take on how we get Momoa to be Lobo, and we still have the same Aquaman universe?
Oh no.
Patrick Wilson becomes Aquaman. He redeems himself as Ocean Master and becomes Aquaman in honor of his fallen brother, and raises his child as his own. And that makes way for Momoa to be Lobo. And we've got a blonde Aquaman, and James Wan loves Patrick Wilson, and he can do his third Aquaman movie like he wants.
I like it. I'm all on board. As long as we cut off that baby's hand so he has a hook, and then we're good. If you got to CGI it, I get it.
All right.
I mean, he still
Here we
wouldn't
go.
Earth Curry. I mean, that's my only issue with it. Is it
Just
would,
let it go. It's a baby with a hook hand. Just accept it. Move on.
baby with a hook hand. All right, so that's it for this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna hit record again because I basically just didn't record this because we don't put this on the audio episode anyways.
Oh.
So let me hit record again. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. It's time to start some rumors. Woo.
I'm not mad tonight.
James is still dancing.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into these rumors. First rumor we have on the whole docket area thing going on right here. Quentin Tarantino apparently is casting John Travolta in his final movie, The Movie Critic. As Quentin Tarantino is prepping to shoot his final film, The Movie Critic, the first bit of casting news has leaked. The filmmaker reportedly cast John Travolta in his film, who co-starred in Pulp Fiction. It also states that Tarantino is saving the role for his final film, The Movie Critic, for 2 of his former leading men. So, with that being said, guys, tacos on the table. How do we feel, or do we think that Quentin Tarantino is casting John Travolta in this film?
Well,
go ahead, Kay.
I would rather smash my tacos than put them anywhere on a table when it has something to do with Quentin Tarantino. So I'm not going to put my tacos on the table for this. I also don't think that John Travolta is well enough to play a role in his film. I mean, it may happen. I don't know. But I do think that the 2 leading men that he's talking about, it's either going to be Travolta and Jackson, or it's going to be Tim Roth and Harvey Keitel.
Okay, that would be interesting.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
Tim Roth
All
and Harvey Keitel were in Reservoir Dogs, and that was his first big movie. So he would want to put them in his movie. Why
Okay.
wouldn't they be in his last movie?
But then Pulp Fiction was one of the movies that like skyrocketed his career. So
No, I know. That's why I said it's gonna be either Travolta and Jackson, or it's gonna be Keitel and Roth.
Gotcha.
Well, he'll either go for his first one, or he'll go for his biggest success. I don't think it's not going to be Bruce Willis. We know it's not going to be Bruce Willis. He's not in any fit condition to act. And we know it's not. Well, I mean, I guess it could be. What's his name? Who else is in Reservoir Dogs? Who's other people? So it's Tim Roth, Harvey Keitel,
Steve Buscemi.
Oh, maybe it's Buscemi. Maybe it's Buscemi.
You know that, but see, that would make sense because, like,
but Roth was also in Pulp Fiction too.
he was.
Yeah, so it's like, and I feel, and Harvey Keitel, he owes a lot to Harvey Keitel because the only reason why Reservoir Dogs got made was because of that.
What if it's Harvey Keitel and John Travolta?
Ooh, what if it's Harvey Keitel and Samuel L. Jackson?
I don't know if it's going to be Samuel, because the last couple of movies have been Samuel L. Jackson, and he made a movie specifically for Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, that's true. He did do that.
Yeah,
but
so-
I don't know. I mean, but you know, Sammy Jackson, he's coming off that Secret Invasion BS, and
Right.
and so he may need this. I don't know. I would love to see if it is going to be Travolta. I'd love to see Samuel L. Jackson be the other one. But if it's not going to be Travolta, I'd rather it be 2 different actors altogether, like other actors that he's worked with in the past.
Okay. Should do tacos on the table.
My incredibly Americanized, very Tex-Mex, hard shell tacos are indeed on the table.
Okay.
I just think it makes sense.
I love it.
Okay.
That's all I got. It makes sense.
I dig it. Jamez, tacos on the table.
Tacos are totally on the table for Travolta, and then I didn't even think about Samuel L. But like for his final film, bringing back John Travolta and Samuel L. together, that would make a ton of sense. And I'm sure anybody who was in his movies before would want to be part of this movie. You know, even if it's Harvey Keitel, like give me a small role, I'll be in this movie for you. You know?
Yeah. Well, Keitel was in Pulp Fiction, so Roth and Keitel, so he could use any of them. Like that's not. Why are we talking about women? He's going to be casting in this movie. Oh, I know why. Because freaking Quentin Tarantino is a misogynist pig. So let's move on.
And on that note,
my tacos are on the table. So I think that Travolta
Frey is grabbing your taco plate and throwing it off the table. Get out of here.
Did. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on here, guys.
We're replacing it with some nice tostadas.
Yes.
You know what I did? I took a chair to it. I took one of those metal chairs to
Steel
it.
chair?
Are we? Yeah, steel chair. Are we talking about wrestling now? How did that happen? Oh,
Nice segue.
no.
Nice wrestling segue, brother. So news of Jade Cargill leaving AEW and joining WWE dropped earlier this week. This is kind of big news. She's kind of one of the hottest things in wrestling right now. She kind of came out of nowhere.
Career and just generally hot.
And she's incredible, and she's like kind of a rookie, but like amazingly good and super strong, and it's just been kind of taking AEW by storm. So while there's been some questions regarding how much time the former TBS champion might have left on her contract, the reports are that it's over. Her contract's over. And in fact, she was on, I think, Rampage or Collision like a week or two ago. And that was her big comeback. She hasn't been on TV for like 5 months. Comeback, and she just loses. And nobody talks to her. No big speech, no big nothing, just a handshake and a walk away. I'm like, that was the weirdest return to wrestling when you were like one of the biggest, stars in the company.
Especially in AEW, where like when somebody big comes back, it's usually like huge fanfare, big pop, and then they win their match on the way in just to show like, hey, I'm back, right?
Mhm.
So it's a little weird to see Jade Cargill come back and lose a match.
Yeah. So the whole report is that she's leaving AEW, going to WWE, and joining NXT, which is kind of like developmental, promotion. And that's been her knock, is that she hasn't had like that years and years of experience. So my tacos are on the table. Jade Cargill is going to WWE.
I agree. My tacos are going to be on the table for this one. I think that Jade Cargill, I think she knows that she had a decent push in AEW, but I think she knows that if she'll get a big push in NXT for sure, because she's already got the name, she's already built the character. But if she builds her skill up enough and goes to the main roster, that she will be up there with your with your Charlotte Flairs and your Becky Lynch's. Like, she could be a big name in the women's division in WWE.
There we go.
I think you're the only two that would put tacos on the table for this, because I don't think
I'm just gonna put my tacos on the table if that just gets us out of this.
I don't know enough, so my tacos are currently stuck between on and off the table. If you open the box, they may be there, they may not be there. We're not sure.
Shadu, where are your Star Wars tacos?
What?
So according,
I think Taika Waititi has them.
Yes.
Hello there,
Taika.
Yes. So, Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie is apparently dead, or reportedly. According to a recent report, Taika Waititi's Star Wars film project is dead. But as we know, nothing's ever really dead. Lucasfilm has not confirmed this, but Lucasfilm does have a track record of not being able to get a Star Wars movie off the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I'm disappointed about this. I've really been getting into Taika recently, and all of what he's been doing and all of that, and it's been amazing, and I really think it translates into Star Wars.
Yeah.
But he's got a very unique style, and I think that kind of probably would turn a lot of people off and would turn a lot of Lucasfilm off.
I don't know, because he directed and co-wrote multiple episodes of The Mandalorian, and that's what led to them wanting to make this movie. So it's like, his sensibilities and his understanding of Star Wars and understanding of the fan base is very apparent. And it's like, I think part of it, I don't know where to put my tacos on this one, just because if the situation in this one is that, the issue was the writing, because Taika was writing the movie. I feel like Taika was like, yeah, I'll make a movie for you guys. And then when it came down to, he's like, shit, I don't know what to write.
Yeah.
Right. I do wonder about that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Or what are the ideas that he had weren't in line with what what the company wanted. I mean, it could be that too.
Right.
And if it's that, then it could also be that they're saying, look, we're going to say it's on hold until, all of this stuff works itself out. And then we'll see if we can fit you into the schedule. And
Right.
yeah. So, I mean, it could be that too. So, I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of things that it could be because we've got a lot of different issues up in the air. So that could be it. I think my tacos are on the table for this because he doesn't really talk about it. There's no real passion with it. And
Yeah.
when he talks about stuff, and usually he's real like hyper focused and like hyper excited about stuff. Like even like with Thor and stuff, he was super excited about it, wanted to talk about it all the time, even when people were trying to talk to him about other stuff, And so I think it's probably he's been real quiet about it. And so I think maybe it is dead.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
totally agree that tacos are on the table, that we are not getting a Taika Waititi Star Wars movie. I mean, he's got like all these different projects on top of that.
Right.
Like, what is it?
And when are we going to get that Jojo Rabbit sequel?
Yeah, we need that. I mean,
yeah,
it was such a sad ending.
It was such a sad ending. And here's the thing: I want another little boy, and he hallucinates Stalin.
Oh God! But
and then we have one for Francisco Franco, Mussolini, Pol Pot.
Let's just do all
let's
of
go
it.
around the world with dictators.
It's every dictator that we can think of.
Gaddafi.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Santiago,
The bitter orange.
The bitter orange.
I was about to say.
And it goes full round table.
I'll take it.
I'm going to say that Darth Blackbeard's signature blue milk cheese tacos are on the table, sadly.
Wow, I don't know what just happened.
I don't know.
I made several references. Is what happened.
Very good.
This is what my life is like.
All right, speaking of Star Wars, 3 episodes left of Ahsoka. One of them may or not be on TV as we speak. It's reported that season 2 of Ahsoka has been greenlit, and the work on the project had already started by the SAG-AFTRA.
Yes. Woo!
Oh, I mean it.
The project had already started by the SAG-AFTRA WGA strike kicked off. Blah. So basically, they have season 2, just chilling, waiting until we figure out this whole strike thing. What do you guys think? Are we getting a season 2?
My little shenanigans brought all the dogs in here. I looked over and all 3 dogs were looking at me like, why did you do that? What's going on?
What do y'all think?
Tacos on the table.
Yeah, my tacos are on the table. I think that it's if they have the story, then do it. That's the main thing with all of this stuff is if they don't have the story already in place, if they don't already have an idea of where they want to go with the story, then it doesn't make sense for them to make another season. I feel like, because I already felt like from the beginning, they're with only 3 episodes left, including today's episode, and us not even getting Thrawn yet. I feel like Thrawn is probably going to come late in the season at this point, and season 2 would be more of the interactions with Thrawn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think we need a second season. I think this first season is okay, let's go pick these kids up.
Right.
And then the next season is, all right, what are they going to get into? Honestly, I think that's what it is.
We haven't even seen 2 of the main characters yet.
Well, I mean, we have seen the main character. Her name is Ahsoka, and that's what the show is
Her
called.
last name is Tano. She was the Padawan of a very obscure Jedi named Anakin Skywalker.
No, so I just think that there's too much story to lead up to a movie. If we're talking the era of the Empire, there's too much story left for 3 episodes. Even if you made them an hour each, which I know this one isn't. I think it's like 49 minutes or something. Mm-hmm. But I still think there's too much to get into. And
Mhm.
having us just first see Thrawn, I think those of us who have watched Rebels and all of that are fine with that. But the ones that haven't and they're coming in at Ahsoka, they're going to need to get introduced to Thrawn a
Yeah.
second season of people not believing that Thrawn has returned and Leia peeling off from the New Republic and starting the Resistance because of this is a
Right.
much stronger story than them just introducing Thrawn and then all of a sudden we get a movie and Ahsoka's there and she's like,
Right.
is everybody, Thrawn's here, let's go fight him. You know, I don't think that'll work. That would be pulling a Wanda in Multiverse Madness. So,
Mhm.
and that's
Mhm.
too quick of it. We all got whiplash from that. So I think that a second season is highly probable. So
Mhm.
I mean, well, I'll put everybody's
The
tacos on the table. I will take all of your tacos and put them all on the table because I think this is like a slam dunk. I think it's
Yeah.
in the bag.
yeah,
I also want to see Snoke show up, and not in this right now, but I mean, like
Mhm.
at some point,
Mhm.
Snoke show up and be kind of like, you know, someone who's in the rafters waiting for Thrawn. Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want for Thrawn to be dispatched. Like I want Thrawn to be so scary and menacing of a character that even Force sensitives are afraid of him.
Yeah, like he's the story that the former Jedis tell their Padawans to scare them. Like, I mean that
Right.
now, like all the
Yeah.
survivors. I think that would be a much better thing. And you know, it's just a legend, just like the Jedi are legend. So if he's comes in and people start believing that Jedi are real, yeah, I mean it could cause
Well,
a
I mean,
lot
of course, he did
paranoia.
come from Legends.
Yep,
Ha! See what you did there.
there we
See
go.
You did there. So, did
Um,
everybody mention whether their tacos were on the table on this or not?
I
My
said
tacos
I
definitely on the table.
I took
the
everyone's
only
tacos
way-
and put them on the table. There is no more. There are
Yeah,
no more
we
tacos.
didn't get to say what
It
happened.
was a unanimous taco. The only way I could see them not doing this is if they do have plans for like The Mandalorian or some other series they want to do that's going to continue this kind of story, but I don't really see that happening. So yeah.
Just especially because the Mandalorian it doesn't have much as in the way of Jedi and things like that. This is
Right. I'm thinking it'd be a lot if it was just. I think it's going to be a whole big event starting in Ahsoka. Then we're going to see it kind of the ramifications of it go through all the other series.
Right.
I think we could. I mean, I think we'll touch back up on this during the breakdown too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because we're going to be talking about Ahsoka anyway, and I think you
Right.
know what we talk about in that will probably give us a better idea of how much story we have left. So
Yeah.
Let's
All right.
dive into news then.
Yeah, and you know,
Let's do
I
it.
was gonna say, yeah, we got to talk about these super duper rich companies and their idiotic decisions. So let's start that news. Let's do the
All
download.
right. Woo!
All right. Sorry. Guys, it is now time to get into it. It's time
for the download.
Got some strike news. So
Yes,
on-
we do. On Friday, it was reported that Apple has suspended deals with. I'm sorry, just kidding. I'm not doing that the whole time. All right. So Apple has suspended its deals that it had in place with Natalie Portman and the co-founded Mountain A that she has, as well as Adam McKay's Hyper Object Industries. So they had a deal, but they're suspending them. These suspensions, they're overall deals that have become more like commonplace. So a lot of people will get a deal in place first before they start talking about movies or TV shows, different things like that. But because of the strike, these suspensions are becoming more commonplace. Warner Brothers Discovery ended a number of deals, including ones in place with Greg Berlanti, and we would know him from like the Arrowverse stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, and Doom Patrol, if you're a fan of them. And J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot. And if you guys don't know who J.J. Abrams is, what are you even watching this for? I mean, seriously. And NBC Universal ended deals with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Okay, so James, tell us who The Rock is.
A guy
He's,
that sucks.
everything to me. He's everything to me. Thank you very much for asking.
He's very smelly when he's cooking. It's weird.
Oh, hold on.
Is fucking.
He knows how to milk it. All right. And Lauren Michaels. And nobody puts Lauren Michaels in the corner.
Nope.
All right. The company reportedly still has its high profile deals in place with non-writing partners, including Martin Scorsese and Tom Hanks' Playtone. So, and that makes sense because Tom Hanks doesn't really write anything. It's more of a producer role for him. And the same with Martin Scorsese. He very rarely does anything on streaming, heaven forbid. All right. So, yeah. So what do we think?
Do you think this is like a dig at the strike situation, or do you think this is like, hey, we just got to conserve money or whatever?
It feels like a dig to me. I don't know, but it feels like there's like, okay, we're gonna keep taking away stuff until you accept our offer.
Right.
It's like they're treating the unions as teenage children, and they're the parents.
It's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's like, well, we're gonna ground you, until you do what we want you to do. That's really what it feels like.
I mean, that's the thing is that like. You would think that some of these quote unquote studios and streamers would be above stuff like this, but obviously they're not, right? So like Apple is just as bad as any of the other studios, or I guess streaming studios that are doing these things, and it's just they jumped into the streaming world because they're like, we can make a bunch of money on this, and now it's like, oh no, but now we have to pay people what they're worth. Maybe this was a bad idea. Let's cut these deals.
Yeah. That is really what it seems like. It seems like a string of very bad decisions.
Yeah, I agree. I just I'm over the studios now. Just over it.
Exactly.
Just make a deal. Stop being whiny little bitches and make a deal and get everybody back to work.
Yeah.
Don't buy that second yacht.
You don't need it.
Yeah.
You don't need the second yacht. You have the first. In fact, you should sell the first one too. You don't need a yacht.
Yeah. Who needs a yacht? For what?
Yeah.
I need
a yacht or yacht.
I do really like sailing, but I don't even need a yacht.
Right. But again, I would not buy a yacht. I would buy a galleon. This is what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
I want the ship of Theseus.
The ship of Theseus. Well, but really, is that your ship or is it?
You know what? You know who would buy a yacht and then proceed to blow it up? James Bond.
James Bond. Time to shake, not stir things up. There's a new James Bond reality TV show titled 007's Road to a Million. The first season of the show has already been completed and is awaiting release, but casting is now underway for season 2. So the series is hosted by Succession star Brian Cox. The project is a collaboration between Eon, Amazon Studios, 72 Films, and MGM Alternative. So they're milking this James.
Wait, did Brian Cox, wasn't he in like a Wolverine movie?
Was he?
Wasn't he like, I want to say he was like one of the generals when with the Origins. Yeah, was he Stryker? No, that wasn't him. That was what's his name's son? Okay, you keep going. Sorry.
I do have a double opsis. Who controls the fate of the show's contestants as they go on a Bond-style race around the world in the hopes of winning £1 million or $1.2 million? Among the 007 inspired destinations they visit are the Scottish Highlands, Venice, and Jamaica. Must be nice.
I know.
Ooh.
Producers are currently looking for more dynamic duos to jet set across the globe using their wits and general knowledge to answer questions hidden around the world. So that means like, hey, we did season 1, but all the contestants are duds. Looking for more dynamic duos. Okay, great. It's
Frey.
explained. Yeah, here you go. It's explained that you don't have to be a Bond fan to apply, but we are looking for teams of 2 that are very close in their relationship and who would enjoy an adventure. Who's up for an
You
adventure?
know who should do that? You and Phil.
Maybe you should do that, both of you.
You should do that.
We should do that.
No,
We
if
all-
I'm gonna do a reality TV show where I need a partner and we're gonna go do things, I'm doing it with my mother. Because my mother and I would be so much more entertaining than anyone else because I would stand her for about an hour and then after that I would be done with her.
Oh, it would be amazing. It would be amazing.
I love that she do is immediately like my mom and my grandmother are like the best. I need to watch.
I
I'm
think
in.
that reality show is called Thanksgiving.
He played William Stryker in X2.
Okay, so I was right. It was William Stryker.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he was
Nice.
Stryker. I just was thinking Wolverine Origins, but that was somebody else. So go ahead.
All right.
All right, 007's Road to a Million filming is due to take place throughout 2024. So call your
All right,
mom.
there you go.
Maybe time to go to
Yep.
Scottish Highlands or Venice or
Programming.
Jamaica.
I mean, I
There
would
you
love
go.
to go to the Scottish Highlands. I had so much fun when we were there last time.
I've never
There
been
we
to
go.
the Scottish Highlands, so just sticking around and let's stay in the fiction world here because it's time to bring some spookiness back to the MCU.
Woo!
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Marvel's awesome special presentation Halloween horror movie Werewolf by Night is
Oh, sorry.
getting on Disney Plus, so it's coming in color, guys. It's gonna be nice and pretty and colorful because I
Alright.
like the black and white one. You know, it was also announced that the original black and white version of Werewolf by Night will be released on Hulu for the first time on September 15th,
Ooh.
which that was 4 days ago. So it's been on.
It's there. Go watch it.
It's there. Go watch the original black and white one on Hulu right now.
Really good.
It's going to be available to watch on Hulu until October 31st, so on Halloween Day. The announcement came with some images and the following werewolf biopsis.
Werewolf biopsy.
That somebody else actually did that. Now presented in vibrant color, Marvel Studios' Werewolf by Night in color takes place on a dark and somber night as a secret cabal of monster hunters emerge from the shadows and gather at the foreboding. All right, sorry.
I'm Stan Lee. Oh,
it's destroying my throat. I was trying to do the movie guy voice the whole time, but gather at the foreboding Bloodstone Temple following the death of their leader. In a strange and macabre memorial to the leader's life, the attendees are thrust into a mysterious and deadly competition for a powerful relic, a hunt that will ultimately bring them face to face with a dangerous monster. Inspired by horror films of the 1930s and 1940s, the chilling special aims to evoke a sense of dread and a macabre with plenty of suspense and scares along the way as we explore a new corner of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I dug Werewolf by Night.
I loved it. I loved it as much as Graveyard hated it. I liked it.
And I was okay with it being black and white. It felt like very.
I thought it was great. Yeah.
I just feel like they're colorizing more like movies faster these days.
Yes.
And I don't know.
Yeah, it's TNT.
I don't
turn
know
to
if
broadcasting.
we need this in color. I mean, I guess it would be cool to see what
Swamp Thing.
No, it's
Man Thing.
Man Thing.
Man Thing.
It would be kind of cool to see what Man Thing looks like in color. But I mean, I don't feel like we necessarily need this. I felt like the black and white gave you all of the feeling you needed for it.
Oh yeah.
It was the black and white bleeding into color at the end,
right?
Was actually a character in the story.
Yeah, like
because it was us as the audience being a character who hadn't been exposed to this part of the MCU. And as we are exposed to it more color starts popping up. And then at the end, everything becomes clear because we've gone through this journey with them. And so that's what that's for. So if you take that away, you've taken a big character out of the story. So I'm not for this at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that.
I agree.
I don't feel like
I don't think it's necessary. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, we didn't want to make another Halloween thing here.
Right.
You know.
But I would love for us to do some sort of reaction video of us all watching Werewolf by Night.
Mm-hmm.
Like the black and white version, obviously, with the
Yes.
color at the end.
we
I
might
think that would be
No, I'd
fun.
totally be into that.
we might be
Yeah.
able to make that happen. So we'll look into that.
All right.
Yeah.
think
but
the one-
especially if it's on Hulu, because people that don't have Disney Plus can watch along on Hulu. You can see
Right.
that stuff for
Exactly.
free. So yeah.
Exactly.
There you go.
So Werewolf
Mhm.
by Night in color is coming on October 20th to Disney Plus.
All right.
There we go. I think the one thing that sucks about this is that I just realized we're probably not going to get like another Marvel special this year,
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
No.
and they're doing this instead, which is kind of a bummer.
It's
Yeah.
lame. It's lame.
It is
what
lame.
it
That's
is.
what I'm saying. They didn't
It's
want to make
lame.
another Halloween thing. They're like, here, take this.
They're messing with us. They're playing some mischief on us.
I want Chapek back.
Let's manage that mischief.
I'm just
Also,
kidding.
that's not the right reference. That's just
Loki is up to some mischief again. This time slipping its release date.
Time keeps on slipping.
Yes, we are all merely time travelers here on this spaceship Earth. All right. Marvy's, I'm going to say that now. Marvy's Loki season 2 will be releasing its episodes in a prime time slot, people, on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
yeah.
As revealed by Marvy Studios. Loki season 2 episodes will start streaming on Disney Plus on Thursday, October 5th at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's for all of you in America. And then
waiting for you to say October.
October. No, Thursday though is Thursday.
Yes, true.
And that's so cool. Although I think it should have been Wednesday because Loki has more beef with Odin than he does with Thor now.
Yeah. True.
Good point.
But you know what? Nobody gets calendar humor.
Woden's dead. You get it? No, I got it.
But you know what? Calendar humor is always timely.
You know,
Oh my goodness.
Victor Timely. All right.
God,
Marvel
all the
Studios.
dad jokes in this segment are just painful. All right.
Marvel Studios and Disney are leaning into the same release strategy as Lucasfilm and Disney have for the currently running Star Wars Ahsoka series, which also releases episodes in a primetime slot. The benefit seems abundantly clear. I mean, if it's abundantly clear, why say it?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it though. Okay.
All right.
Ahsoka has shown that primetime evening releases allow for more viewers watching the initial hours of release, and social media buzz builds to bigger heights throughout the night, becoming trending topics by the next morning. Even without official viewer numbers on Ahsoka, the show has done the job of at least appearing to be a PR success.
The social medias.
I mean, it is a smart strategy for Disney
Yeah.
to do what they've been doing and releasing them at a primetime slot. So
I just don't understand why they didn't do it in the first place. But, you know, Marvel also confirmed the regular primetime release for all Loki season 2 episodes in the press release for the latest look at the series. Marvel Studios Loki season 2 launches exclusively on Disney Plus at 6 p.m. That's Pacific Standard Time. On Thursday, October 5th, all subsequent episodes will also be available starting Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard. It's not really Pacific Standard Time. It's actually Pacific Daylight Time. So I'm sorry I said that. And that's, of course, only in America because it's different times in different countries. So
Yep. So figure it out and probably look it up.
Yeah,
there's a couple of
just
resources for
really
that.
go to your Disney Plus and it should tell you when it's premiering.
Yeah,
And
you
if
should be
not,
able to see.
the internet will tell you.
I love that Frey is so internationally conscious this episode.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make us as palatable to everyone.
Yes,
Love
and
it.
accessible.
When I was in England, I was very popular. So I'm just saying that, I
Yeah. All right.
Take it,
So,
Shadu.
Speaking of some Disney stuff here, kind of, Marvel Comics recently announced a new Star Wars comic series that will expand on the Star Wars Visions line of stories. These are one-shot comics that will offer creators a chance to play with Star Wars storytelling in cool and unique ways, with their own individual styles as well as elements from their cultures and backgrounds. Peach Momoko will kick things off with Star Wars Vision Peach Momoko #1. And the issue will be the first in a new series of tales from comics creators untethered to the previous Star Wars storytelling, very much in the spirit of Lucasfilm's animated anthology of the same name. The new story will focus on the early history of the Ronin and his Sith origins.
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah. No, this sounds really
When I remember watching this and this is episode 1, blew my mind. I loved it.
Yeah, I was a little nervous after that because I was like, how are they going to top this?
I
Right.
know.
And then it was totally different. And I was like, oh, they don't need to top it because this is completely different and just as amazing.
We really kind of resonated with that, the inspirations from the Akira Kurosawa inspirations and all of that.
Yeah,
really, it felt
and
very.
That particular story I think lends itself the most to comic books because it was very much like old school Asian, not necessarily manga, but a lot of the old school Japanese comics that weren't necessarily manga. They actually had that where they were drawn it was very line driven and shadows and almost penciled. So I love it. It just has that whole feel. I think it's the perfect interpretation of what started in animation.
All right.
So dope.
I'm excited. It was easily one of my favorite stories in all of Visions, and
it
was also just the character itself was one of those characters that, for being something that was featured in a one-off, which obviously is now being expanded on, but for a character that was featured in a one-off, he influenced so much, kind of Star Wars lore and what you can do with a character that's already inspired by samurai,
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and you can see them I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. That's all I was going to say is you take him and make him a Ronin, you make him just even more of an interesting character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
But you see that they're starting that. You see in Star Wars itself, they're lending to that. They're, the Ahsoka Sabine scene. That's very much more samurai-like than anything they've ever done. And so it's very much that. I just think it's cool. I want to see the Star Wars version of the Magnificent Seven.
Ooh.
The original Magnificent Seven. I want to see the Star Wars version of that. Whoever makes that work will be the new god of Star Wars.
The Magnificent Sithin.
And that movie is now on Netflix called Rebel Moon.
There you go.
There you go. Star Wars Visions Takashi Okazaki #1 will be released next January. All right. And speaking of more Star Wars.
So we're staying in this galaxy?
We're staying in this galaxy, indeed, but a
far away
different galaxy.
Donald Glover and Lucasfilms have been working on developing a Star Wars series spin-off project for Lando for a few years now. Been revealed that the project is now being developed as a feature film. But now when there are too many times. So the
feature
news
film,
comes from The news comes from Donald Glover's brother and co-writer on the project, Stephen Glover, who shared with the Pablo Torre Finds Out How show. Must be a podcast because
Sounds
that
like
title doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Pablo Torre finds out.
Yeah. He said the idea right now is to do a movie right now because of the strike. It's kind of like Telephone, all the information coming out. So I'm okay with this. I'm okay
Yeah.
bringing Donald Glover
You know
back.
what? I'm sick of the graphics department. Where is Donald Glover's face?
Sorry.
I want to see his beautiful face. There we go.
Gotta whip somebody.
Yeah. No, I'm so I know that they were talking about developing this as a TV show, and that Donald Glover and Stephen Glover were going to be writing it. I like that they felt like, okay, you know what? This may not be a story that, like, they probably started writing it and we're just like, this is not going to be long enough to do an entire show. Let's cut some stuff and make a movie instead.
Yep.
Well, I see that, but I also am happy to hear that they are making it into a movie, but that the people that were going to write the show are going to write the movie. It's not that
Right,
they're like,
exactly.
well, we didn't like the way the show was going, so we're turning it into a movie so that
Right.
we, to tell a more focused story. But
Right,
that
it's
they're
not like
having
a-
they're having they're not having other people write it. They're actually still having the people write it that were going to write it.
Right.
So that tells me it's probably been a consensus on both sides of it. Like, Star Wars, the Lucasfilm wants to do it as a movie and the Glover brothers want to do it as a movie. So everybody's on the same page. And I think that's great. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm happy about it. I love Donald Glover. Let's see more of him. If he's not going to be the Prowler in the MCU, make that man something.
Right. I mean,
dig
we've
it.
already got him as Donald Glover. That's Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian. And he was great as Lando Calrissian. And I want to
He
see
was
him.
the best thing in that damn movie besides Paul Bettany.
Yeah. I definitely want to see more Donald Glover as Lando.
And
I
his
agree.
love
I
for
wonder if they'll put it-
robots is bar none. He loves them so much. He could be the Hermione of this whole universe.
I wonder if it's going to be the same era as Solo, a Star Wars story.
It's
Or they're gonna...
C3PO, not C3PO.
No date when Lando will land in theaters or Disney Plus. All righty.
All right. So let's get into this last story, guys.
Let's finish off with some thirst-quenching AI news.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah. Mm.
That's what I think of when I think of thirst quenching is AI.
Artificial intelligence.
Exactly.
Stop that!
Hey,
The Coca-Cola company.
artificial intelligence. All right, go ahead, Jim.
No, you want to say whatever you want to say.
I said it.
The Coca-Cola company has revealed a new flavored soda that they're releasing as part of their Coca-Cola Creations line. And this new flavor was created by AI. The flavor is called Coca-Cola Y3000 Zero Sugar. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
All I have to say is this is why 3000.
Why 3000
It-
Zero
it-
Sugar?
it
I
makes
think
no sense.
Andre 3000 might have a case against this.
Yeah, no,
That's a good point.
it's made by AI, so it doesn't make sense. So it's just
Yeah.
go with that.
Coca-Cola is inviting fans to imagine what the future tastes and feels like with a limited edition drink and new AI-powered experience. Coca-Cola Y3000 Zero Sugar was co-created with human and artificial intelligence by understanding how fans envision the future through emotions, aspirations, colors, flavors, and more. Fans' perspective from around the world combined with insights gathered from artificial intelligence helped inspire Coca-Cola to create the unique taste of Y3000.
Okay.
Y3000?
Why?
I tried to figure out like what they were going to compare the flavors to, and they like don't talk about it at all.
No, they don't at all.
So I don't even know. I'm totally going to skip that paragraph. Consumers can scan an on-pack QR code to access the Coca-Cola Creations Hub, where they can filter photos through the custom Y3000 AI cam to envision what their current reality could look like in the future. Oh my goodness.
This is dystopian, man.
Coca-Cola
Like-
is jumping the AI shark. on
Because
this
AI
one.
is now creating food for us.
Right. It's are you
Yes.
trying to get like kick everybody out of their jobs? That's really what it seems like. Like it really seems like you're trying to. It's like, hey, how many jobs, how many like niche little jobs can we have AI take? You
So
know,
I did look online.
There
figure
are
out
so many jokes.
What do you think
So
this is
many
going to taste like?
things that could be said to make fun of this product.
I know.
So many. My
so-
mind is expanding now because of
So
how
the
many.
things you're asking what I think the flavors of this is going to taste like, right?
Yes.
Well, let's find out.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I
think
knew
it's
it. I knew
Nice.
that's what it was.
Nice.
I got a bottle of the Y3000 here, so let's go ahead and try this.
I
out.
Wait,
would
when did you
say-
get it?
Right before the show.
Nice.
Oh.
I would say very metallic.
Oh, licked his fingers. Can't
I'm
get away with
gonna
it.
say that it tastes like human tears.
So just like the design on the bottle,
Soylent
right?
Green. Oh, so,
Right.
I have to say that I really want to try it.
I mean,
see, this is the problem.
a pretty color combination with the magenta and cyan. I like that.
What's it smell like,
It's-
Phil?
So it's got a very fruity smell to it.
Kind of like
Okay.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That means it went bad. Fruity smell that means went bad.
But it's also almost like bubble gummy.
Oh no.
Is it like bubblegum ice cream? Because that's bleh. But being able to chew the bubblegum after is a perk for bubblegum ice cream.
All right.
Survey says he's going
Oh,
back for
okay.
more.
That's a good sign.
Going back for more. I forgot what the last one was that he tried. He said he hated it, but he
Oh,
finished the bottle.
it was the Mountain Dew, the red Mountain Dew.
I
What
didn't
was
drink
that?
the bottle.
I
sent that to the Force. And
Oh,
Force,
that's right.
it's been sitting in Force's house with a distance learning sticker on it ever since.
What was that though? That was like a
It was,
watermelon
fruit-
Mountain Dew or
No, it
something.
was a fruitcake flavored Mountain Dew.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
God.
Bleh.
So
God.
you know what
Okay.
this tastes like? If you made juicy fruit into a drink,
Oh my god.
Oh.
that's what this tastes like. This tastes like,
So our future is juicy fruit?
I guess.
You know, I'm not that surprised, really.
Our
That's-
future is 70s candy.
You understand that
Sense.
that was the kind of gum that my grandpa gave me as a
It's
treat.
all coming around. It's all a cycle, people. It's all a cycle.
It doesn't taste bad. I'm just throwing that out there. It doesn't taste
Okay.
bad. Something that I would probably buy again and drink again.
All right. So now the nanobots are running through your bloodstream. We got that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's I don't know. I'm just curious what AI decided to make here.
Well, the color scheme is very calming and
Mhm.
makes you want to like go in and get like a warm hug.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
do like the
From-
can.
From
Yeah.
the AI, you know, that
Yeah.
is trying to take over humanity. And
That's
Oh, oh.
manipulating us into and like lulling us into a sense of
Yes.
calmness
Yeah.
and hugging
Yep.
so that they can stab us
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
and kill us all. All right, let's move on.
All right, guys.
Well-
That's it for the download. It is now time to get into the breakdown.
Woo.
Break it down.
I think you had to get that soda from the Peridia system because
Oh.
I don't know where you got that.
Is it Peridia or is it Paradia? How
Parod-
do you say that?
It is Paradia. No, actually,
Paradia.
dude, I
Is it
found it.
Peridia?
I found it at a Shell gas station. It wasn't.
Of course you did. You know why?
Huh.
It's the Atlantean Mafia.
The Atlantean Mafia.
Jesus. All right.
Ahsoka, episode 1 or episode 5, Shadow Warrior. Ahsoka seems to be in a forced netherworld known as the World Between Worlds, and there she experiences key moments of her past. The near-death experience is a transformative one for the former Jedi as she's finally realizes she wants to be far more than just the warrior Anakin trained her to be. This journey is profound and intimate, with Lucas lovingly creating some classic ideas from the Star Wars animation. What did you, and again, this is the Dave Filoni directed episode that they put into theaters. What were you expecting out of this episode before
Okay,
you saw this episode?
put me on the big screen.
Oh, okay.
no.
Oh, geez. All right. We can do that. We can just call for it.
I don't know. I just asked first
Yeah,
time.
we could.
Show
Yeah.
some
I-
initiative, James.
I didn't know you could do that.
Now you do. All right. So I got some stuff I need to say. All right. First of all, that was the lamest description of what happened in this episode.
It was so much.
It was really lame. So I'm going to give you the real description. All right. Here's what happens. We start where we left off. Okay. And you know what that means? That means what? Anakin might be there. Maybe he's not. Who is that guy? We don't know. We don't know. So then they do us dirty. They don't take us right back to the world between worlds. No. We're on Cetos. Nobody wants to be on Cetos. We all want to know, is that Anakin or not? So we muddle through the Cetos stuff. And then Captain Teva, he derails everything with the whole, well, what am I supposed to tell people? And then Huyang says, well, Jason's got abilities. His dad was a Jedi. Kanan Jarrus, come on, dude. And so then Teva, he straight up says this. Okay. Batman said the best line in Star Wars I have ever heard. Then we do finally get to the world between worlds. And Anakin's got some cheek. He's got a lot of cheek and sass going on. And Ahsoka's on the back foot. She's on the back foot through this whole thing. She doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't have any idea. And you know why? Because she's blocked. Her chi is blocked. Anakin is there to help her with her chi. Is it Anakin? We don't know. It could be the Force sending her some sort of avatar. And that's who she thinks about a lot. So that's who they sent. And then he's giving her her final lesson. And then she becomes Ahsoka the White and then talks to Purgils. That's what really happened. Hera might be in trouble and she might get court-martialed. We hope that doesn't happen. Leia was mentioned in this and a whole bunch of other stuff happened. And we will get into it soon. But that's the real deal on the episode.
She kind of just gave the entire breakdown in 30 seconds right there.
Maybe that's what we
There you
do
go.
from now on.
You just have me going. Like, okay, she's gonna break everything down. All right. No, but we gotta talk about these things, guys. Sorry,
No.
I have it.
It's fine. I mean, so Leia Syndulla.
Corgi in your butt? Watch out.
No, it's her freaking blanket. She's got it. I'm just warm. I'm warm. That was a lot.
So, like she just mentioned right now, we get a reference for Leia Syndulla, for Leia Organa.
Syndulla, man. That's
Leia
already
Syndulla.
completely
I didn't
different.
realize I was gonna really just
I'm
like
shipping the characters together. But no, Leia Organa is basically running interference for Harrison Dula. I mean, it's kind of cool to hear a reference of Leia in the background. Just like one of the big three, and in a way where it's not Luke or Han. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hearing about Leia and what she's doing and her political kind of career in the background. What James mentioned earlier is is this what happens before she breaks off and starts the resistance,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that's a good
Yeah,
thing.
I agree. I loved hearing the reference and not seeing her. Just, Senator Organa still running it, just that, because that's what would happen. You don't every time you talk to James or mention James, he's not on a screen somewhere going, "Hi, it's me." No,
I mean,
it doesn't
can
happen.
be if I'm invited. I can.
But you know what I'm saying? That it's a normal thing. It's much more normal than to have people show up on hollow screens all the time. So
Right.
I liked that. They are getting awfully close to having a Leia in the show.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that would be a bad thing. I just think they'd have to do it very, very well.
I think
And a lot better than Rogue One.
Yeah, I think that Billy would have to play her. I wouldn't want to stand in. I think Billy she looks enough like her mother in order to be able to play the character.
And
Like,
she would
yeah.
know her mannerisms a lot
Absolutely,
easier.
she's probably
Oh,
made
yeah.
her mom as a kid. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. So yeah, I
so
mean, if they're
this
gonna
was-
do it, if they're gonna lean into it, they can lean into it. I don't think they should do it this season, though. I think if we are gonna see Leia and we do get a second season of Ahsoka, it should be next season. I
Right.
think
I agree. Yeah.
the focus being on Ahsoka and Anakin's relationship and how that's impacted her other relationships
Mhm.
is enough of a story and a guiding force for the season.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
she
Fun
doesn't
fact-
need any more motivation.
Fun fact: I interviewed the body double for Princess Leia, like young Princess Leia in Rogue One.
Aw.
Ingrid Delia, super nice,
Oh.
super nice lady.
It's amazing.
So
Yeah.
I'm all for bringing her back. I'm all for bringing her
Good.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think it would be great. Okay, so let's talk. So what were we
But that wasn't the
expecting
only
from
name
this
drop.
episode? Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah.
we get
Thank
another name drop. You know, and then Q Yang name drops
David
Kanan
Tennant.
Jarrus.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You know, talking about how like he was the Padawan who survived Order 66. Like it's you know, yeah, it's kind of like it's refreshing to hear that these characters being referenced, because it like kind of just it brings in the broader Star Wars universe.
Mhm.
It does. I think it also makes it more real.
Mhm.
Because you
Yeah.
would say that Captain Teva wouldn't know who Kanan Jarrus is.
Right.
So of course you would say, well, his dad was a Jedi, you know. I mean that, and so
Right.
it like all of the decisions that the characters are making seem logical and seem like something based in the real world.
Right.
And I think that's where Star Wars sings the loudest, is when it's
Yeah.
based in the real world. And you have that balance of this magical mystery tour that are the Jedi, combined with with that whole soldier on the ground kind of thing. And I think that's why everybody liked the Clone Wars
Mhm.
and Rebels, is because they really balanced that. It was, you had your soldiers on the ground with the clones, and we got to see what kind of crap they had to go through. And then you had the magical mystery tour of the Jedi, and you got to see them, how they empathized with each other and how they made connected together. And I think that's what made it so good. And Dave Filoni is so good at that. That is like his thing, I think, is connections. And yeah.
Right. And I mean, like, speaking of connections, right? So we get this blatant Return of the Jedi reference. And it's Ahsoka and Anakin are having a conversation, and Anakin's basically just telling her, you need to fight me. And she's saying, I refuse to fight you. And his response is what kind of prompts it to be that
Yeah.
it may not be like how I thought it was last week when I said that. I thought it was actually Anakin just in the world between worlds, or how, you know, we were saying that it wasn't a Force ghost. The fact that he's referencing something that happened right before he died is saying that it has to be the spirit of Anakin in some way, right?
It's definitely an
That's,
all-knowing type of Force thing.
It's the
that's
sum
doing
of
it.
Anakin is what we're
Right.
feeling.
Yeah.
I think what it ends up being is I think this was Frey's theory last week, was that it's not a Force ghost, it's not Anakin himself, but it's the embodiment of the Force, taking the shape of Anakin Skywalker. And because Anakin Skywalker is a part of the Force at this point, then his memories would live on with it. So the fact that he goes, you know, she says, I will not fight you, and he goes, I've heard that before, and then busts out his lightsaber. I mean, it's basically saying that we are seeing a advanced version of Anakin Skywalker post Anakin's death.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And however fashion he's there. Like, it could be that he was a Force ghost in the world between worlds. They are corporeal. You know, I mean, there were several times he says she's the reason he's there. Like, she brought him there for some reason. And I think that's really the main point we're supposed to get is that she did it. It's, you know, it all came from her. And so, and that makes sense. She does have the daughter's essence. He was
Right.
supposed to be the new father kind of, you know, thing. So they could still be playing with that.
Right.
I
I
do
mean, it
love
was-
that. I think the Mortis gods, I think that's so pivotal. I really wish that they would explain it more and we could live in that in that part of the story for just a little bit, like maybe a limited
Yeah.
series or something. That would be amazing.
I think it turns out that Anakin, like this version of Anakin that we're getting right here is, like why we see him as the younger version of Anakin is because that's the fondest kind of like incarnation of Anakin that Ahsoka has. That's probably.
I mean, it could have been the last time she saw Anakin.
And that's what I'm saying.
He
Like,
looked like
I
that,
think it's
yeah.
also like the version of Anakin that she would most listen to.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't listen to him as Vader. Like if he was, you know, the twisted version, even by the end of episode 3, where you know you can already start seeing the deformation of him.
Mhm.
Right, he's looking a little more gaunt. He's got the red eyes and everything like that. You know, that version of Anakin inside of the suit and being full Vader, she wouldn't listen to that version of Anakin. But you get Anakin during the Clone Wars.
She's fought that version of
right. That's the version of Anakin that she actually has respect for. So
right. I think it's really it's her grief, her pain is really manifesting this version of Anakin, whether it's Anakin or not.
Right.
Too, and making her relive all of this.
Right.
So it's amazing.
I think we're all circling it, but I don't think we've quite got it. Because like I think Phil, you're onto something. I think it has something to do. I do think because this is Ahsoka's story, I think she needed that. She needed to know that she was good enough to overcome something that happened to Anakin. Now, I think Anakin himself, like that entity that comes to have this conversation with her, is, if we're going to say it's Anakin, if we say it is Anakin, it's Anakin as the chosen one.
Right. Okay.
It's the balanced Anakin. He spent the same amount of years as a light side or as with the Jedi and with the Sith. He had the 22 years for both, right?
Right.
And so him after that, after his death, now I think he's the chosen one. The Force didn't say the chosen one would be alive when they made the balance, or and as we know from Game of Thrones and other things, prophecies are a bitch. I mean, you don't know what exactly it means until it happens. And that's, I think, has been a big part of Star Wars from the beginning.
Right.
And so having this be part of it and it being almost kind of a return of both of these characters to a simpler time, I think was a good thing. And then also having her, which leads into the next thing of Ahsoka reliving the Ryloth campaign.
Well,
and
living 2 major campaigns. I mean, like it's you see her go through these campaigns, right? Like it's the Ryloth campaign, but then also the Siege of Mandalore, you know, and it's again, and this is something that I praised the movie Star Wars story. What was it?
Rogue One.
Rogue One. I praised Rogue One about for this. This is one of the things I praised Solo about was the war scenes feeling like war. You know, it's not like this. You know, oh, we have these scenes and there's kind of like this thing going on and whatnot, but like it feels like you're in the middle of this giant scene battle and you're not seeing much. Like, you know, you're seeing clones run by and you know, you're seeing blaster fire, but like there's the mist, there's the dust and things like that. Yeah, you see Anakin's lightsaber light up a couple of times and you know he's fighting things. The biggest part of both of these scenes is Ahsoka's a child, and it really it really hammers home the fact that a lot of people forget because of the way she was portrayed in the cartoon. Like people look at her and it's like she looks like she could be, you know, like a young adult.
Yeah.
She's child.
Yeah, she's like 12
Yeah.
when all this starts. You know, it's like
Right.
And yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I thought it was amazing. It was that part of the episode, I think, is why they did it theatrically. I think that is the part.
Yeah.
Because when I watched it on my screen, which is not huge, but is big enough to be important enough for me, but it was the most satisfying, surreal experience I have had in a long time with a TV show. It was like I almost flashed, like I was like my mind would almost flash it to the animated. Like that's how I was just like, oh my god, and then I was like, wait, no, this is live action. Oh my god, what is going on here? Like, you know, the way he crossed his arms, the way he called her Snips, the tone in his voice. You know,
I think
it was good.
I think
really
it hit
good.
harder. I think it hit harder too, seeing the Clone Wars in live action. Granted, we didn't see like anything crazy, but seeing the soldiers that we know, hearing, you know, Tamora Morrison's voice.
Tamara Morris, yeah.
You know, I thought that was super cool to see it live. It just felt
he's
different.
gonna
especially,
need
like,
that
being in the
Star Wars
mix.
money if they kill him off in Aquaman 2.
And like, you know, like you get that you have him stop on the Siege of Mandalore and have that conversation with Ahsoka, and it's like that's clearly Tamora Morrison in the suit. You know, so it's like we get that moment of Tamora Morrison being Captain Rex again in the live action. And then on top,
how cool was that? Where he was like, "I don't recognize this." She's like, "It's Mandalore."
Right.
By the way, shout out to our boy Albie because the set design is
superb.
Albie.
Yeah.
Our
boy Albie had a hand in all of that. He also designed some of the armor, didn't he?
I don't know. He did the set design for the Mandalore scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
that was
cool.
him.
Wow.
So he says he can come on. He just can't talk about it. Of course, makes sense. He's part of SAG.
Yeah.
So, but he's like, I'll come
No.
in and nerd out about whatever you guys want. But it's
I also, I mean, I'd love to if we can find out who did the helmets, the Mandalorian, the Maul Mandalorian helmets, because they're freaking cool.
Yeah. So we got to see the Mandalorian Super Commandos, which is again first live action iteration of these characters, and it was very satisfying to see them.
I like that they didn't even explain it. Like they don't need to
They
explain
were just
it.
like,
Keep going.
"Nope, here you go."
Do you
Yep,
think
this was
Ray
happening.
Stevenson, like when he was alive and they were filming all this, do you think he was like, "Do you need me to voice Gar Saxon?" Or like, you know what I mean? Like, because
Right.
he was a voice. He was the voice of not Gar Saxon. He was the voice of that other guy.
I thought it was Gar Saxon.
Was it Gar Saxon?
Yeah,
He
I
was
think
the
it
bad
is.
guy because Kevin McKidd was the good guy, and they both got the parts because of Rome. So it's so cool. And then now he comes full circle and he gets to be Balin, and I just think that's amazing. And I love Ray Stevenson.
it was Gar Saxon.
Oh, it was okay. Cool.
Yep.
I'm saying I'm throwing knowledge, and I don't even know it.
This whole
You know that Blink 182. Oh.
No, go ahead.
Blink 18 too.
Sorry, Blink 18.
God. So kind of moving on. Or James, did you have something? I thought you were chiming in.
I
I was just gonna say I thoroughly enjoyed this whole flashback. Like it gave me the transformation journey I needed for Ahsoka.
Yeah. It was Star
this
Wars
15, 20
ASMR.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just, you know.
and I agree with what James is saying. Like this was what I needed. I was when we first heard Ahsoka was going to be a show. I was like, you know, I would love to see some like Clone Wars flashbacks, and this was exactly what I was picturing and what I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
just
I
incredible.
was so impressed. I was just like I didn't say anything. That's how much I enjoyed it. If it stunned me into not saying anything, It's a good show.
I stood up the entire time. My wife and I were watching it. Like after the kids went to bed, she's like, "You can sit down." I'm like, "No, I can't." And I just I stood there in front of a 55-inch TV. You know, I'm like, "Oh my god, this is amazing."
Yeah,
so good.
The whole thing with, I don't know if it is specifically Gar Saxon or just a Mandalorian, one of Maul's Mandalorians. When they panned to that, I was like, it looks like it's directly from the Clone Wars. Like it almost looked animated.
Yeah.
To me.
It was so good. It looked
like it was
so
just
good.
Yeah, it's so loyal to the series and all of that. It was just,
Everyone understood the assignment.
Yeah.
And brought their A+ game.
Absolutely did. So and we mentioned this before. We made jokes about this earlier in the show. But Ahsoka goes through her white transformation. You know, like basically at the end of Rebels, we get this kind of like fast forward scene of Ahsoka like down the line, and she's in a full white robe. And you know, there was a lot of like, okay, well, where's there going to be an explanation for this? And we get the explanation in the show for like how she became, you know, the white, which is actually very reminiscent of J.R.R. Tolkien and Gandalf the Grey. And you know,
oh yeah, and Filoni said himself that was totally based on that. Like he based
totally
it
a Lord of the
completely
Rings
on
thing.
that.
Right.
Yeah, you know, like she totally had her third near-death experience, and you know, she became the white version of herself. Well, I guess like, you know, in the white robes. I can't say the white version of herself, but like, you know, in the white robes.
Again, we talk about phrasing.
Phrasing. Phrasing. And but I mean, you know, she basically becomes the white wizard, you know, and actually funny enough,
the
because
Ainur is reborn as the white. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
You know, and she still doesn't have the staff, which she had in the thing. And
Right,
I
which
swear,
curious about that.
wasn't Morai also like there or not?
I
Or am I
think-
just like Morai obsessed? Because I could be. This could be
I
a
feel
thing.
like
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
know.
think.
I feel
No,
like,
I don't
like-
think she was. I don't think she was.
Yeah, like I feel like
I'll look it up. You guys keep going.
Well, and if you can hear that, there's this magnificent thunderstorm
there's a
going
thunderstorm
on right
happening right now.
now.
very fun. So we you know, basically there's a whole scene where Ahsoka asks Hu Yang to watch Jason. And Jason starts kind of like drilling Hu Yang, and Hu Yang's like no on everything.
The way he says it though, he's like,
Right.
"Can I do this?" He goes, "No." "Can I do this?" "No." It's just like he's just like, "No." There's
gonna
not
be-
any argument about it. He's just like,
like-
"No."
Am I going to train to be a Jedi? No.
No.
Can I make my own lightsaber? No.
No.
Like, come on, man. And
But he's like, "You know how to build lightsabers?" He's like, "Yeah." will you
He's like,
help me build one? No.
No.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, you know, you've been around for 25,000 years, so you've seen a lot of Jedi." "Yes, I have." And so, and he's like, "Yeah." And so, "Oh, you helped him build the lightsabers?" "Yes." Can I build one?" "No." It's like just immediately. It was like the timing on that had to be perfect. That was just amazing.
I love how Hu Yang is like the low-key narrator of this show.
Oh yeah.
He's just like out of nowhere. He's like, his dad was a Jedi. Just so everybody on the same page. Okay, good. You didn't watch Rebels. That's all you need to know. Moving on.
Right.
You know what else? Oh, you know, I used to build lightsabers. Okay, great. The Jedi never listened. They never listened. Boom.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. Going. You know.
I really did love how they found him with the helmet and just saying, you know, I told them to stay together and they never listened. I thought that was a really great moment. Like it was, if they hadn't done that and taken us away from the world between worlds, I would have been upset. But because Hu Yang he was in his feelings and having a moment, I was like, I'm gonna let this slide because Hu Yang's my boy.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I'm gonna befriend a 25,000 year robot.
right.
Yeah.
The next thing I picked up immediately, and I thought it was more something that I was like, okay, maybe it's just like a small Easter egg and not something big. But then, reading into this now, it's like, okay, well, this was something that was intentional. So in the Jedi Fallen games, like the Fallen Order and Survivor, the Jedi games.
Are you talking about the Zepho?
No.
Oh, okay.
So Cal
that's part of it too.
Kestis has this ability in the game where basically he can walk up to an object that's been touched by the Force, and he can essentially feel what's called a Force echo, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And he can see and hear and feel like something that happened in that moment because it was touched by the Force. So it's usually something that's left by a Sith or a Jedi based on their emotions and their actions, and he can like kind of figure out things that happen. It's almost like helps his detective skills, right? Ahsoka uses that skill, and apparently it is a very rare skill to have. So I thought it was something that maybe every Jedi could do. But they're making it out to be something that not very many Jedi have. It's a force power called psychometry. And basically Ahsoka shows that she has it the same way that Cal Kestis has it. There's been a couple of times in the show where she's touched something and she's been able to say Sabine was here and this and that and X, Y, and Z, or that's how she figured out how what had happened right before everything that happened. So
do you think it's the daughter juice?
Maybe, but see, the thing is I don't think Cal Kestis has anything.
No,
any of that.
but no, I'm saying like maybe the more rare Force abilities are opened up to her now because she got the life force of someone closer to the lighter side of the Force.
Gotcha.
And so maybe because she got juice from a celestial, so to speak, maybe she's learning now that she can open herself up to the more rare stuff like battle meditation, talking with animals.
That would be dope if they
battle
meditation back, just because I haven't seen it in Star Wars since Old Republic, and like you can change the entire tide of a war with battle meditation. It's so dope.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I'm just saying like those more rare powers, and I know battle meditation is supposed to be pretty rare. So.
It's almost this kind of, if you want to make I'm going to make a D&D comparison because of course I am. It's almost like you're a warlock, you get your pact magic. You eventually get to the point where you can unlock these really rare secrets. It may be a situation like that with the daughter again, as Frey was saying.
Right.
My light just went out apparently.
You have this very powerful patron who is able to kind of bestow upon you even through, even if you've kind of become their avatar in a way, who is able to bestow upon you these rare abilities and all of that.
I love this episode. I can't get enough of it.
It's just incredible. It was everything I wanted from this series and more.
Even all the little nods, like there was like a little nod to the Empire Strikes Back, the very end when they split up, and the dialogue, Jason saying,
I've got a bad feeling.
You got a bad feeling, and he's like, they went far, far away. Like, all these little nods.
Right. Just again, in talking about Empire Strikes Back references, like the way that they get inside of the Purgle.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of like talk online that it's like the worm situation. I see this as more of like a Moby Dick thing.
Yeah.
Totally.
Or like Jonah and the whale, if you want to get biblical.
Right. But I mean, like it's still the same concept.
Or Pinocchio.
Yeah. Like it's this whole thing about like, the way that they're traveling, because Ahsoka figured out how to commune. Unfortunately, Frey, you only got half points for this, right? Because you said it was going to be Jason that did it, but it's Ahsoka that figured it out.
I was so freaking close. Like if I had put Ahsoka in there instead of Jason, I would have gotten the full points because that it freaking happened. I was like, there's no way this is gonna happen, and then it happened. I was like, holy crap!
Right. And then, of course, at the very, very end, So we get a reference to a Delphi base.
Mhm.
Just more of a Mandalorian Easter egg, but I mean, like we get this whole thing where Carson Teva essentially says, you know, we're based out of Delphi base, which again, this is my kind of like, you know, I feel like this is how Zeb gets into it because that's where Zeb was stationed at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I you know, I
Getting
think
this thing back
so.
together.
I think so too. I also think that I mean, yeah, I think a Delphi base is going to be like the main Republic thing in the movie. Like that's going to be where they do their stand or something like before Thrawn gets into the bigger gal, like that kind of thing. I think a Delphi base is going to be a bigger deal in the whole part of these characters in their time.
And the whole heir to the Empire story.
Yeah, something like that. So I think that's probably part of it. I think that Carson Teva is a beautiful, beautiful man, and we need to respect him, and he can never, ever die.
I agree. So guys, let's get into this. What is your rating for this episode?
I have two questions quickly.
Please.
And it's for all of you. So who do you think the standout for this episode was? Because I feel like we've gotten a standout character from each episode so far. So who do you guys think was the standout from this episode?
I mean, I don't want to be I don't want to be basic here, but Anakin. I mean, that's the right answer.
Okay.
It's Anakin.
That's
I think it
the whole reason I did not want to answer was because I was like, I'm gonna say Anakin. So I mean,
right, exactly. Well, I'm glad I did that. So, but you know, it's
There's nothing wrong with saying the most popular answer.
No, I know.
It's the most
Just-
popular answer because it, there's truth to it. So
right. I think Hayden Christensen did an amazing job of portraying the version of the character by again Matt Lanter in Clone Wars. It felt like the exact same character that had just been translated directly to live action. That's
which is what
Not
what
to
they're
mention
trying
the
do with
lightsaber scenes. Ugh.
Oh my god!
right, exactly. The combat style and the movements felt just perfect for Anakin. It's like he has not changed. He has not lost those skills in years since he filmed Revenge of the Sith. And it's
I mean, it's
amazing.
also nice to see Anakin Skywalker fight not only with the light side, but the dark side as Anakin Skywalker and Vader with all of his limbs. So we kind of see a sliver and potential of what he could have been had he not been so scarred and so restrained. And I think honestly, I think that's part of it. And that may be why we see this. And there are times in those lightsaber battles where the actor is having so much fun that the character picks up on it. You know what I mean? Like it's that, like you can tell Hayden Christensen is having so much fun doing it again.
Yeah. And this like
and you can see it through Anakin. So.
I now agree with, before we even got Obi-Wan, right? Like, and got to see Hayden just in the quick scene that he was in.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like, him as a Jedi. I now understand when Hayden said, I want an entire Darth Vader TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I understand what like the potential of that now, because just this entire scene that we got, it's like, I want to see a Clone Wars era show with Anakin Skywalker.
Oh yeah.
Very
I
much
said
so.
that. I said as soon as we were done, you can say that. I said I want a scene for scene live action version of the Clone War television series. And I mean scene for fucking scene. So just remake the whole thing in live action. Let's do it. I don't care how much money it costs.
Cut out all the kids episodes, just put in all the episodes that had substance.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I
so good.
I could absolutely see that. Okay, so
It was
are we all
just
agreed that Anakin was the standout on this one?
Absolutely.
I think so. James?
I mean, it's hard to say no, but I mean, Jason did show up listening to the ocean, and
That's true. We wouldn't
Lightsaber.
have
Good
found.
point. It's a good
Yeah.
point.
but it's
That-
Anakin. It's Anakin.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on.
Anakin.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Jason gets the honorable mention award for that because
and-
he did that. Yeah.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Also, the young Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Ariana
on.
Greenblatt. I mean, you know what? This girl she already has a career
True.
that most people would. Ariana Greenblatt. She was the daughter in Barbie.
Yep. And she
And
was also
Gamora, right?
Gamora in she was young Gamora in
Yes.
in the Infinity Saga movies.
Yeah.
She only does billion-dollar franchises. That's all
Right?
she does.
Seriously.
she does.
She's like, what do you guys mean it's hard to be in IP? I am not having a problem at all.
Only made $100 million. Is this a little indie film that we're doing? What is this?
Yeah.
I only
She's like,
do billion-dollar projects.
I only get out of bed for $999 million and
And she
above.
Killed it as Ahsoka. Like young
She
Ahsoka.
did an amazing
killed it.
job. Yeah.
So
Yep.
good.
It was
Yeah.
great. Okay, so that
There's-
that
can't
was
wait.
the
I
that
don't
was
know
the
what to
big
say, 'cause
question.
there has never been said,
So yeah, now what do we got? What do we think is going to happen
ratings,
next?
guys. Well, ratings.
Ratings.
What do you guys
Oh,
have
ratings, yeah.
for ratings on this episode?
All right.
I mean, there's nothing less than 10 out of 10. It's
Oh,
got to
yeah.
be
Yeah.
10 Purgles out of 10 young Ahsokas out of 10 lightsaber battles out of 10 flashbacks, out of 10 chef's kisses. Because it was just so good.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I agree. I'm gonna go with James's whole 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10.
Yeah. 10. Your father was Kanan Jarrus. Out
Yeah.
of 10. Okay.
Out of 10 amazing, fast, and skilled lightsaber battles.
Yes. Out of yeah.
What do you got, Frey?
I'm going to give this 999 million Purgles out of 1 billion lightsaber battles.
God, those lightsaber battles were so good.
Yeah. Just
They're on screen right
the-
now.
Ahsoka
Yeah.
Yeah, you
punching
can
him?
see the
You know how long it took me to find that little clip there?
It was the perfect clip because it really
Perfect.
But I went to YouTube. I put in Ahsoka. I didn't even put in the whole word, and it said Ahsoka series, and I did that. It was the very first thing on there. Took me like 2 minutes. I was like, oh, 6 days ago. And I looked at it and I was like, yep, this is the one. Put the link.
I really think with these with the kind of lightsaber battles we've had recently, it's really brought back the flow and the gravitas of having a lightsaber battle. Because
Yeah.
it feels like and I'm not saying with Clone Wars necessarily cheapened it, but people sometimes just pull their lightsabers randomly for like no emotional reason. All of the lightsaber battles we have had in throughout the kind of Mandalorian universe and in recent series have had meaning, have had emotional weight behind them.
Mhm.
And I really think that's what's being done right here. That's what's making, when somebody does pull out a lightsaber, oh, this is when it's going to get good. This is when we're really going to explore these characters.
I like the duel. They brought the duel back.
They
Not
brought the duel
necessarily the battles, because I mean that's when the Clone Wars, like
Right.
that was a battle. Like when you saw them
Right.
all.
It's
on
Geonosis,
Geonosis, so.
you're right. It is kind of the duels more than anything.
Yeah, and I think that's great. It just all of these shows and TV shows and series and movies and everything with all these amazing lightsaber battles really, really undermines the Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader battle in A New Hope. And I feel
It
so
really
bad for
does.
them, but they
I know.
didn't know what they were doing then.
Right,
They
they
didn't
couldn't
even
have
know if
known.
those stupid lightsabers would work when they, ignited them. So I think it's amazing that they did what they did. But then I look at all these lightsaber battles now and I'm like, ah, man, you guys really, I mean, that's just, I feel so bad for all of you.
Yeah.
It's just like,
You just got to take the that fan made Obi-Wan.
Oh, the what is it,
oh
like
yeah,
Hangar
that one's
32
good.
or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
the fan made one that they did where like they actually had like a badass lightsaber battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
I
that's
feel
where your
like
head canon.
Obi-Wan gave us the badass lightsaber battle that we
Yeah.
all were like, we need this
Right.
now.
Right. It
So,
was the Obi-Wan Vader battle we deserved.
Yeah.
It also
Okay.
explains why that battle in New Hope was kind of trash. So I mean, like,
yeah.
Yeah, no, they justified it fairly well. It doesn't mean it's not kind of disappointing in retrospect, but still.
I also like that they explained why he calls him Darth instead of like that, right?
Yeah, which
It's
which
like
is,
sign
it's
of
still
dis-
hilarious.
It's like a sign of disrespect, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I like the way
The
that they did
master
that.
of evil, Darth.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that got to you a lot, didn't it?
Anyways,
Darth,
so
Darth.
real quick before we end everything here, guys, predictions. So what
Ooh.
predictions do we got going on here? And I know you guys will go over this more on Saturday at the Nerd Out.
Yes.
But like
Yeah.
Yes, we
we
will.
just quick predictions here.
Quick predictions.
Go for it.
I'm going to throw in my one of my predictions, which you can see Frey has also heard. That now that Ahsoka has been through this spiritual journey in the world between worlds and has become, the White Wizard, that the reason that we haven't seen her owl, her little owl Morai, who is kind of the avatar of the daughter, or kind of almost a remnant of her soul, I guess, essentially.
Guardian
her
owl.
essence. Yeah. That now we're going to see Morai come back. That Morai had left Ahsoka because she had strayed too far from kind of either the light path or just kind of disconnected herself from the Force a little bit. So now we're going to see Morai come back to her, probably in Peridea. Actually see Morai. Just come back, and that'll kind of be yet another sign to Ahsoka. It's like, oh, I'm back where I should be. I'm doing what I should
I'm
be.
back, baby.
So that's one of my predictions.
Okay.
I like it. That's a good one.
It is. Frey, what do you think?
I think that Ahsoka and Hu Yang are going to make it to Peridea before the Eye of Sion. And the episode that we will see next week will focus on Shen and maybe some of her backstory or some repercussions of Morok dying and them trying to get to Peridea and or Peridea or whatever the hell it's called. And that's what's going to happen. We'll get some more idea of what's going on with Shen, my little mouse.
All right, James, any predictions?
I think for some reason, I don't know how, but I feel like we're gonna lose Hu Yang sometime this season.
Oh, come on. He's been around for 25,000 years.
I
Don't-
know. That's what I'm saying. What about you? What do you got?
I'm still thinking that the Force fart is going to come back.
Like there's an army on the other side of the galaxy, or in the other
There's
galaxy.
just an army of Moraks over there.
Yeah, there's just an entire army of farts just waiting to fight. And
it's going to be like Dathomir in Fallen Order, where it's going to be all these zombies.
Oh my god!
It's going to be Palpatine bent over.
Oh my god!
Just and now witness the power of the dark side, and he's just gonna fart out more of the fucking
do shit. Oh,
Say Wong had a good idea that Palpatine will be mentioned. That's
Ooh,
probably
maybe.
going to happen
I
sometime.
think that's I could see
Yes.
that.
But
And I don't know if it'll
like-
be Palpatine or if it'll be the Emperor.
Or
Like,
Snoke.
but something will be happening.
Could be
Yeah.
Snoke.
Yeah.
I do really like Frey's idea about us having a Shin episode. And I just like to make it clear that I think Shin is a amazing character. I really want to know more about her. It also helps that she is very attractive. But that's all I'm gonna say about
At some point in the next 3 episodes, again, I believe that Shin is gonna. I think she's gonna be the one that kills.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
it's the whole. Even though they're not necessarily Sith, they still have that philosophy where the apprentice has to kill the master to prove they're more powerful.
right.
Kind of thing. I think Shin has really taken that to heart because she definitely seems like more of a, not really a Sith, but kind of a dark side user
Right.
than Balin does. Balin's much more balanced.
Balin is way more balanced. So
I
Yeah.
think that it's more along the lines of we're seeing what would have happened if Qui-Gon had trained Anakin.
Yeah.
Where, because Qui-Gon, although
Interesting.
was much more middle of the road, he was very much like a Anakin, come here. Like, you know, whereas Obi-Wan was like, Anakin, you've been asked to do this. Like, you know, he just starts talking to him as a friend or a brother, whereas Qui-Gon was more of a father figure
Right.
to Anakin. And I think that's what Shin thinks of Balin as. Well, what do teenagers do? Or, you
They
know,
rebel.
they rebel. And I
Yep.
think that maybe that's what happens. Like Balin says something that she's like, no, that's not what I believe. And that causes something. But I think it's that kind of relationship. I
think it's
do
gonna
think
be-
it's more like that.
I think it's going to be Shin. I think Balin's going to be like, stop, Shin. And Shin's going to be like, look at him and be like, no, I'm not stopping. And she's going to be the one to take out Hu Yang. Oh,
Oh
Man,
no!
really?
because
Wow.
he's gonna
Wow.
he's gonna
Someone got
respect-
bloodthirsty.
he's
You eat
gonna
one
respect
Biscoff
it.
cookie and you get bloodthirsty.
I'm just
No, you know what?
Tough
He's
man and
just
pissed off.
there, though. He's got something there because, like,
No,
I
it's
think
probably
that
gonna-
Balin.
Balin's gonna honor who the Jedi were,
Mhm.
and he wants to preserve that. And Shin's like, I don't care. Goodbye, Hu Yang. Oh my god. I hope that doesn't come true.
Yeah.
No.
Me either.
It can't.
You
Why
know-
would you say that?
You know how we can bring everybody's spirits back up
How?
by talking about merch because we got.
Cool.
We got merch, people. Hats are $35 or $30 if you're gonna buy multiple hats. We got them in Galaxy Gray. I just cleaned my my hats, by the way. They came out beautifully. So, but we also got shirts. So we got a shirt going on right here. Oh, Philippe, what are you wearing? What shirt are you wearing? Oh, you wearing the distance
I'm
learning
wearing,
now?
I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt.
Okay.
And
So we
as
got
am I. I'm also wearing a Star Wars shirt.
we got our distance nerding character
Don't know what I
shirt.
was
All you
saying.
got to do is, and she Hulk here. DM us
No,
on
it's
Instagram
a
at distance
random
nerding.
superhero.
Let us know what size you want, and we'll get it to you. $20 or $25 if we got to ship it to you. And if you want even more merch, because some of people just want all the merch, go to lucharillas.com. We'll pop the link into the chat, and you can get the Nerdarilla t-shirt.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Boom, bump box.
The bump box.
Cool.
So let's talk schedule, ladies and gentlemen. On Mondays, we got the game streams, and the game streams have been popping off. We had the return of a Hardly Heroes legend, Sir Dilston Dillard Skillardo, the former host of the Hardly Heroes podcast. Dilly was on was in the game stream chat on Monday, and he said he's going to be coming by a lot more often. Him and Aaron Watson were having a great time, and then Greg was in there. James popped in at the end. It was a whole good time. I'm playing Starfield right now, so guys, if you guys want to hop in, because I beat Street Fighter 6 on Monday. So if you guys want to hop in on that, you know, on Twitch, I play from 8 to 12 on Mondays. 6:30 to whenever we get done is the show you're watching right now. The download on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays we got the build. Now this week, our guest on the build is a horror comic book creator, Dan Price. He's got a book called Bigfoot Knows Karate.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And that's gonna be the that's gonna be our guest this week. Now I am gonna be finishing Star-Lord's helmet. and then I'm going to start Hogwarts.
Yay.
Nice.
Very
Hogwarts.
cool.
So cool.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Say Wong, still rocking the
Saw it
old
on
DN
last,
shirt, by
on
the
last
way.
stream, yeah.
What to be Say Wong?
So that'll be the show on Thursday, and then of course we've got best non-Star Wars, Star Trek sci-fi TV show is what we're
It's
voting on.
contentious. It's very contentious.
It's going to be a good time. We're going to have a lot of
I
fun.
cursed a
Yep.
lot.
So that's our schedule, ladies and gentlemen. That's if you want to find us on all the other places, that's what we do during the week here.
Pluggables.
All
Who's- Should do you got some pluggables? Plug it
I
up.
do have pluggables. All right.
Plug it out.
Woo!
Get in.
I am SHGU. I am SHGU Studios here on YouTube. That's most of where I have my content. I do short films, music, a lot of other nerdy stuff as well. Also, I'm on Instagram, also as SHGU Studios. Yeah, and then I'm also on Phrase Channel fairly often to do a little series we like to call Classified, which is where we take your favorite pop culture characters and put them into their respective D&D classes. We also just premiered, I believe it was last Friday. We just premiered the first episode of a new series, which is kind of a companion classified called Journals of Classes, which is where we kind of go through each of the D&D classes and their subclasses and kind of talk about each of them, so you have some better information for classified when we're going through that. So go watch those. We're very proud of them, and hand it over to Frey.
All right, Frey, tell us about all the non-DN and DN things you got going on.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm here on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, whether they like it or not. And and I do modding for the Distance Nerding Discord. I'm also on Kyber Cave Productions on Saturdays. I do the Saturday morning nerd out where we're doing the Ahsoka game that I'm really proud of everybody. Everybody's on the board on this game. It's just going so much better than the Secret Invasion game. I might be able to let the Secret Invasion game go at some point in my life. We don't know yet. And then I also have my own channel called Frey Girl on YouTube. And yeah, so I do we did Classified. We just finished filming the Loki Classified, and we're going to do that one next. So that should be out pretty soon. And then we've also got all of our journals of the classes, except one done. And those, there's like 13 of them. So those will also be out as well. We're staggering each one. So it's going to be like a classified and then a journal and then a classified and then a journal. So yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I do.
All
I
right.
meant to also say that I am on This is Turdic. I am on right here on the download, the build on Thursdays, and I am on Kyber Cave Productions the Saturday morning nerd out as well. So for God's sake, let's really write this down.
Just have a script.
Yeah, it's good.
That's very cool. Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on, and make sure to let us know in the Facebook group, the Distance Nerdington post. And I just said that off the top of my head.
Wow.
Nice. Don't even have to look at the script. All right, you guys know who we are. If you guys want to support us in the best way that you can and help us continue to try and entertain you guys, all you got to do is join the taco party. Ladies and gentlemen, you can head over to distancenerding.com. At the top left hand of the page, I should make a video of this. At the top left hand of the page, you can go to the little button right there. It says buy us a taco, and you can buy us a taco. Help support us, help support everything we do, and get everybody out there. Now, guys, I just announced today, right before the show, randomly, didn't even discuss it with James or anything. I'm going to do a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway. I haven't done one in a long time. It is time to do a giveaway. I'm going to do 2 different items, one of which I haven't even gotten yet, and I'm going to purchase because I want to purchase a good one. So I'm going to be giving away a Lego kit. I'm also going to be giving away a Funko Pop. All right.
Ooh.
Now, the way that you enter in to win this is something that we talk about all the time, but I'm making it a serious thing now, right? leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, guys. Head over to Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. Now, I have posts up on Facebook on if you're friends with me, it's on my personal one, but then also, of course, on the Distance Nerding page, as well as in the Nerdington post. I also have posts on Instagram. All you have to do is give us a review on Apple Podcasts, and then go into the comments of any of the posts that we have and just say done. That's it. Just so that I know that you did the review and I can go and verify that you reviewed the show. And that's it. That's all you got to do. And at the end of September, so basically what I'm doing is giving you guys until the end of this month. At the end of September, the first episode that we do in October, I'm going to do the giveaway. So guys, if you want some Lego, if you want a Funko Pop, if you want to win, all you got to do is leave us that review on Apple Podcasts. Now, of course, outside of that, guys, connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, MySpace, GeoCities, Friendster, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of two things: Aaron Watson's feet and mandals and the beard. That's it. Just those two things. All right.
Yep.
You can find us on all those social media places, all the socials at Distance Nerding. And of course, if you want to tell us, if you want to ask us to break up with your boyfriend, break up with your girlfriend, break up with your whatever they identify as, because not everybody
Side
is
chick.
girlfriend.
Break with your partner.
Yeah, break up with your partner. There you go. If you want us to finalize your divorce, I can't do that. Sorry, we legally can't.
We do not have the legal ramifications.
Right.
We don't have the certification.
Nor are we. What do they call those? That have to like stamp it, make it official.
Notary
Publics.
We're not
all I am is I'm CPR certified, but also I can't help you. So
yeah, I can, but I can send your significant other a email that says, "Hey, Jimmy doesn't want to be with you anymore." If anything like that, or if you just want to tell us how much you hate the show, how much you love the show, how much you wish you could just win a prize, and then I just tell you to go leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Anything you want to tell us, guys, shoot us an email. Everybody's favorite place, especially phrase, at Dist.
Oh, such a long episode.
Yeah, man.
It really was long. Where did the time go?
Yeah.
You were doing really well, and then
3.5 hours.
Got it done though. Well done, everybody. We pushed through it.
No, it's
Yep.
good.
Through it.
we did it.
Got through
Move
it.
along.
I think we're ready to wrap it up.
Yeah.
And snerding AOL.com. All right, guys, that's it from us. It is now time for the dance party. Are we ready to dance our butts off here?
Ready to dance? My party.
I refuse to dance my butt off, but I will dance.
You can dance if you want to. You
Time to
your friends
dance.
behind. All right, let's do this.
Oh,
I don't
can't hear
the
anything.
music.
well, it's just.
There it is. Papa.
Distance nerding.
Wait, Lee Martin Go did a Wonder Woman book?
Yeah.
That's dope.
And it's signed.
Oh, dope. That's what three you should do. Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice.
Meanwhile, with Han Solo.
Meanwhile, God damn it!
The baby doesn't dance. Oh, poor baby.
That is the
Aw.
creepiest thing that you can do. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Oh, the baby's back.
Bye.
See everybody on Thursday.
See-